Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crick Cats. My name is Brian, and I'll be your DM this evening. This is going to be our second installment of Dungeon Classics. We're going to be running the Sunless Citadel as either a one or a two shot tonight. If you like what I see, please, or like what you see, please join our Discord, follow our Twitter or our Instagram, maybe our TikTok or our YouTube, and join our Facebook group. Get involved with the community, and without further ado, I'm going to allow the party to introduce yourself. Fuck. Okay, that worked out. I'm going to allow the party to introduce themselves. Kenji, if you would please start.
Actually, could I go last? I have something really stupid, but hopefully kind of funny planned.
Awesome. So we will do the stupid and funny thing last. Ben, how about you?
All right. I'm Ben, also known as Metamongoose on the Crick Cats Discord. But importantly, tonight, I will be playing an Owlin Rogue, the Owlin, of course, from the new Strixhaven book, by the name of Julio.
It's interesting. All right. How about you, Ben?
What about
I know
me?
you're not Ben. I'm talking to Will.
I'm like, what about me
specifically?
specifically?
It's the gray hoodies. That's what it is. That's what it is. I
Will.
did this on purpose. Okay, so my name's Will. You might know me on the server currently as V1C 4.4.72 because tonight I am playing a Warforged artificer called
Variant Construct 4.4.72, but you can call me Vic.
And so that is who I will be playing today. And
All right.
yeah, I look forward to adventuring with you all.
I think that Vic the Thick sounds like an excellent character. All right.
That's
awesome.
That'll be his barbarian form, and God, you will love it when he rages.
All right, Jay. Sounds like you're up next.
Alright, yes, I'm Jay, and today I'll be playing a half-elf druid called Duragan. And yeah. On to Kenji.
Alright, I'm Two Sword Samurai. Around the server, everybody calls me Ken or Kenji. Tonight, I will be playing, the 4-foot armor-clad figure who's sporting a very impressive array of weaponry. 3 Yukolwa or short Zulu-type spears across the back this way, 3 regular spears across the back this way, vertically straight up and down, a halberd, next to it a quarterstaff, and a shield over all of it, draped over chainmail with a closed-faced helm. This
Sounds like a
4-foot figure has
tumbleweed
been
of
walking
death.
around the camp as we've been introducing ourselves, moving with the poise and grace of someone who is not affected at all by these massive and weighty objects. So you know they're quite strong. And just as everyone is done introducing themselves, everyone wheels about, because this person is not stealthy, they're wearing chainmail, to see the visor of this helm lifted up to reveal the face of a tortoiseshell cat with a permanent blep, with 2 outstretched paws, one empty, one holding a bottle of hot sauce reaching for Julio's leg. And he stops and very deliberately puts the cat back on the hot sauce bottle. And as he's slinging it into his pack, he says, "My name is Scott Meowkinson, but everyone calls me Bleppy." And he closes the face of his helm and runs over and grabs his shield and his spear and says, "Forward!" And
I
begins to
wasn't
march.
ready.
All right, you march forward into the town of Oakhurst.
Curious.
Oh man. Oh God.
I am excited to kill Bleppy.
Oh, I want to keep him alive forever.
I will protect you with everything I can.
Okay, so, Ken, did you want me to start in Oakhurst, or do you want me to start later on?
You're the dungeon master.
Okay. For some reason or another, this group has arrived in Oakhurst, looking for work.
You have to drag the player banner.
Me?
Yeah, you're the dungeon master.
so that we
I have
too can
no
see
idea
the
what
map
that
of
means.
Oakhurst.
If you click there's a page toolbar, the little blue thingy. If you drag the little red banner that says player over to the next screen.
Got it. See Daisy. Players. Fuck. Okay, this is gonna go fantastically.
It's okay, man. I did the same thing. I
There we
went
go.
through like 2 different maps without realizing that nobody else saw what I could see.
There we go.
Alright, so you guys should be in Oakhurst now.
We are directly north of Oakhurst, it looks like.
Yes.
Yes, I believe that you are. Let me settle down a few things. Oop, chats, avatars, names only. There we go. That'll help me out immensely. Okay, so it is winter time in Oakhurst. Snow is beginning to fall. As you look around the town, you can see a village hall, what looks to be a general store, some sort of religious building, and then what looks the same in every single town, a jail. You also see an inn and a blacksmith that seem to both be relatively busy.
Is there a particular reason we have wandered to Oakhurst today? Or are we just traveling
I
as
think
we
you're
do?
adventurers. I think that you're just traveling. Maybe you have a tip that there's work for you in Oakhurst. The Sunless Citadel is really well known in the region, so you might be coming here as a stop to resupply on your way to the Citadel. Or you might just be traveling. I don't know what your intentions are.
Um,
I heard something about a weird fruit that grows here. Let's go ask around.
Alrighty.
yes. I would suggest either the sanctuary or the bar, depending on how how
Vote for the bar.
Yeah, we can do both.
Head to
But
the
the bar's
bar?
closer. Let's start there.
Are the farms
Alrighty.
anything specific, or are they just like farms outside of town?
The farms are not anything specific. No,
Okay.
they're just
so there's
public
not
farms
like
outside
it's not
town.
like an orchard or anything that direction.
Actually, there is an orchard, but it looks with a couple of small saplings planted. But seem to be an equal number of sprouted saplings as well as recently transferred saplings. Inside the rows, there are a couple that seem to have been dug or torn up.
So it's new growth.
New growth, yes.
Right. Okay. All right.
I have no objections to what the party wishes to do.
Let's go
Alright.
get a beer.
We shall head to the tavern and see who can tell us what we need to know.
Got it. Well, I do not have a map for the tavern, so give me just one moment. See if this person is here. He is not. Inside the Old Boar Inn, you see a male human commoner. He is looks like he's around 30 years old. He's got gray starting to appear in his hair and a beard. And he yells to you as your group enters, a little bit taken aback by the diversity of the group and how I'm pretty sure there are no humans at all in your party. He goes, my name is Garen. Welcome to the Old Boar Inn. How can I help you folk today?
I feel like this man's about to identify an item for me for a cost of money.
What can I do for you?
Yeah. We're new. We are brand new adventurers, freshly minted, I believe.
I can guarantee you I've never seen your like before.
It was built only 2 years ago.
He is our fresh
My daughter.
baby toddler robot.
Yes,
We love
as
him.
the children may say, goo goo, gaga.
Does he want anything to drink?
No thank you, I do not require nourishment.
Really
I would
glad
like
you came
his
to my
drink,
tavern
please.
today. What were you
Importantly,
saying?
though, we are, and I look. Julio kind of like looks over to our armored companion that isn't a robot, and is like, "We're here for fruit." Does that track?
Oh yeah, there's some goblins who come out and sell an apple twice a year, I should say. White one in the winter, red one in the summer. We try to plant the seeds, but for some reason the trees never stay till they're grown.
Tell us
Dude.
about these fruit, would you please?
Well, supposedly the one in summer helps you. It reinvigorates, makes the old dance, helps people get stronger. I don't really know much about it. I've never been able to afford one. One in winter, it's not the best of news. You shouldn't eat it, but it is quite valuable. Every
Why
time we
didn't
try
you
to
give no
plant the
details?
saplings, and then those damn goblins come out and they steal them whenever they're about yay high.
So they want to keep a monopoly on the market.
Sounds economical.
I don't. I think so. We've tried stationing people to see what happens to these saplings, but we usually find their corpses in the morning.
It's very curious that the goblins would fashion some form of commerce this complex on their own.
All I know is that they bring the fruit to the town, someone buys it, and then we try to plant the seeds if it's a commoner.
Do we
Or
know
local.
who keeps buying the fruit?
It's usually whoever has about 50 gold at the time.
It is very odd that you continue to buy this fruit from these goblins that kill your people.
Well, it's not. The wounds don't have knife wounds or arrows or anything like that. It's these strange needle-like. It doesn't come from any kind of weapon I recognize.
Do you
maybe
think
not
it's
something
something
that a
other than
goblin
a
uses?
goblin?
Not that we've seen them use, definitely. I'm sorry, what was that, robot man?
The same thing he just said, actually. It's fine.
Apologies.
That is actually okay. You're
No, I get
probably
it.
easier to understand, to be honest, cat boy.
I
It's
don't know. We
just-
all like your voice.
I like yours too. I will protect you with everything I have.
All I know is that the goblins come from the Citadel. Actually, you're not the first. A couple of adventurers about a week or two ago came through, heading that way. They were curious about the apple as well.
And how far is the Citadel from here?
I think it's about 2 days travel.
So
I
they
don't
should
know
have
if that's
been back
right.
by now.
Well, I mean, I don't know how big it is, but probably.
You said
I believe
More here
that.
than meets the eye. Maybe we better continue to ask around. You have any other interesting rumors you might be able to throw our way?
Well, I don't know what the Sunless Citadel was. People said that dragons used to be involved.
Dragon?
Can't remember what their
does your
name
town
was.
have an archive or library?
Your best bet's probably going and talking to Mayor Werner Lang. He's if you go outside, he's across the street, past the jail.
All right. That is helpful information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the
Please
way,
come
everybody's
back.
noticed that Bleppy isn't talking with the dumb-faced blep sound voice anymore.
Yeah, I would go and talk to the mayor if you're not going to buy anything here.
The three
Vic
beers.
takes out. Yeah.
3 beers? Oh, my bad.
Yes.
This might be why I don't get too much repeat customers.
Vic also
Nonsense,
takes out
you've
a
been
gold
quite
coin.
personable.
Well, thank
Vic
you.
also
I
takes out a
appreciate
gold
that.
coin.
As somebody who does not need to consume nourishment, I have an obligation to patronize any bar that I enter.
So Vic gives you a gold coin as well, but does not require anything in return because he feels bad because he doesn't drink or eat.
Well, all
Or
this
breathe.
money has jogged my memory. Last time somebody came through asking about the Citadel, probably about 13 years ago, there was this real gaunt man called himself Bellic. He had a really big pet frog. That's the thing that standed out most about him, actually.
This frog have tentacles.
No, it was just a fucking huge frog.
Thank fuck.
Like,
Did
it
it
could
like
eat
to
your
sit on
dog.
rocks?
Well, we don't have a lot of rocks in town, and I mostly just stay here in the bar, but probably.
Also a good thing.
All right, well, thank you for your coin. Anything else I can do for you fine folk?
Drinks had, information gleaned. I guess we're good to head toward the mayor's house.
We may come back and bother you for provisions at some point, but you've been incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Might be better to go to the general store. Their prices are better than mine, but I won't turn down coin.
You're a very bad businessman, but
We-
a very nice regular man. We appreciate you.
We patron you enough. You may be able to afford one of those apples come spring.
Oh no. I don't understand it, and I typically don't spend gold on things I don't understand.
Wise.
All right. Well, I'm sure Mayor Werner Lang is waiting for you. He doesn't do much but talk to adventurers and wait for the next adventuring party to come through.
Looks like we have an appointment then.
All right.
I'm sure his schedule is clear.
We'll head that direction in hopes there isn't a line of adventurers out the door.
Luckily, there are not adventurers out the door. You knock. It takes a few minutes. You knock again. Well, there is someone at the door. You hear from muffled coming inside. The door opens, and there is a man. He's got ginger, reddish hair, full beard. He looks to probably be around 45. He's very old for this time, I imagine. He's well dressed, and he introduces himself as, "Well, you look like a new adventuring party. My name is Mayor Werner Lang. How can I assist you today? Please come inside, have a drink. Tea's on the stove."
I scuttle in on my little owl feet, and I go, Your observations are astute. We are freshly minted. Some of us, even more recently," as I look to our robot companion.
I was
Haven't seen many
manufactured only
Warforged
2
come
years.
through.
Yes, we are a bit new still to this area. I was rather new anyways. I don't have anywhere else to go with this. I'm new. Hooray. Goo goo
Well-
gaga.
Welcome, and I wish you the best of luck in what I assume to be a very long life.
Yes, I
No.
am made of more metal than anything else. So the only thing that I have to worry about is frost.
Well, then let's hope there's no rust monsters wherever you're going.
I take
Anyhow.
my antioxidants. Da 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 da.
Done. Okay.
All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Don't
So-
you dare. Don't ever change.
I assume you came from the Old Boar Inn, or someone else who didn't want you taking up any more of their time. How can I help you find
You are
comfort?
correct.
Also
Your
very
your
interesting.
fellow townie over at the Old Boar Inn did send us your way. Says you talk to adventurers often about the Sunless Citadel.
I do. What do you want to know?
Tell us about
I
the
find
party.
it very odd that the goblins come to your town twice a year selling fruit.
Well, they don't always come twice a year. They usually only come in the summer. It's a red apple, and I have seen an old man eat it and look 10 years younger, dancing and jumping with delight. I have also seen someone eat a white apple that was brought in the winter, and they died swiftly. Painlessly, even.
And first question, when did the goblins become a normal fruit-bearing commercial enterprise in your town?
I'd say probably about 10 years ago.
And when did Belloc come to town?
Well, that's a name I haven't heard in quite a while. I would say Bellic was here 12, 13 years ago. The thing I remember most about him was his pet frog. He's a very strange man, skinny, gaunt, looked ill, almost. I can't even really remember the questions that he asked.
I just look at the rest of the party. By the way, does anybody here have a good charisma modifier?
I mean,
got an alright one.
I don't have a terrible one.
Absolutely not.
I got a big fat 0.
I mean, that means I'm one better than you.
Yeah.
You're the party face then.
Sweet.
Alrighty. He's not making you guys. I'm not making you guys roll. He's willing to share whatever information.
Right. So I'm taking this in, kind of like thinking a little bit. So this Citadel, many adventurers go to it, yes?
Yes, actually, there was a party that came through not very long ago, I think a week or two ago, they had a fighter, an arcane fellow, a holy fellow, and a wild fellow. Looked like they primarily used a bow. One of them had a very, very fine sword. I believe he called it Shatter Spike. That belonged to, what was his name? Sir Bradford. Sir Bradford.
Does that name ring a bell?
You can go ahead and roll a history check for me.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
Sure. It's not an exclusive thing. Vic.
Yeah, my
You,
intelligence
Vic
is
has
not-
downloaded all history related to Sir Bradford.
I may only be only 2 years old, but I have the collective knowledge of the past universe.
Vic, you access your databanks and you remember a recent update of a paladin of Palor called Sir Bradford. His primary notable quality is that he owns a magical sword called Shatterspike. Yeah, he's a follower of Palor, of some renown. It's not like if you were in ancient Greece and someone said Hercules was coming to town. It's nothing like that, but it is a adventurer of some respect.
So, what is the, just out of, again, new adventure curiosity, what, you've sent many an adventurer to the Sunless Citadel to find out how the goblins are making apples?
I'm going to be fully honest with you. I haven't really sent anyone there. People go and they ask for directions. But mostly
back.
it's idiots looking for glory.
Do these
Or
idiots come
idiots
back
being
to you?
sent or idiots being sent to rescue the last group of idiots that went.
How long
Do
is this
these
Sunless
idiots
Citadel
often
been
come
around?
back
I
to
actually
you?
have a great respect for adventurers. I didn't mean to say it like that.
No offense.
What was
taken.
that?
How long
I
has the
apologize.
Sunless Citadel been around?
Far longer than anyone can remember. I believe it's a few hundred years. It was initially it was the retreat of an ancient dragon cult, and they worshipped the dragon called Ashardon. However, there was some magic that caused the citadel to collapse into a great ravine along the old road. And whatever magic made it collapse, it was able to withstand and maintain its structure. And there's a tree at the very bottom of it that grows magical fruit. It is primarily people who are seeking the fruit that go to the Citadel.
Do they often come back with fruit?
Some do. In fact, for the past... No, not really since I've seen Bellic. It's been about 15 years since the last one came back with some fruit.
But the goblins come back with fruit once a year, sometimes
Once a
twice.
year, sometimes twice. That is correct.
Curious. Well, we intend, I look around, I think we intend to also go plucking of the fruit.
Well, good luck.
Do you, would you have any wisdom for us? And any, I guess my question is, should we accidentally disrupt your fruit system? Would this be a problem?
Not to me personally. I would definitely appreciate being brought back a fruit. But that is purely a mercantile interest. There is a Carowyn Hukrell. She's the matriarch of a local family. Oh, actually, her son and her daughter both went on the last expedition. She might actually offer you a reward if you go there. But
They have not returned?
no, they were
With
part
or
of the
without
expedition most recently that have left. They joined with the ranger and the paladin, Sir Bradford, because I suppose they were seeking adventure or tired of
Man,
paying for the right to do it.
I'm going to come out and save us. You should really start planting some trees somewhere else and sending people there, because if everyone who goes there dies, I mean, you're not doing anyone favors by saying, hey, here's this place everyone dies. Hey, how about you go there too?
Again,
well, that's
I'm not sending people to go get the fruit for me.
You're not, but maybe come together with the townspeople, plant some trees on some other hill where this place can be, and maybe less people will die.
It
But
seems like
you
no
know,
Choose
matter
elsewhere
where
is
we
the
plant,
fastest way to finish this one shot. It's just
it
Jay
seems
wins it for us.
I mean, we're going to go there now because that's just what we do. But hopefully, we're the last ones.
well,
We'll
like I
bring some
said,
seats back.
Carowin Hukrell might be interested in offering you a reward for going there beyond the fruit.
Well, we, as new adventurers, we do like rewards. That is in our not really a contract, but yes. Where does she live?
She lives down in this area, I assume. Doesn't actually say where she lives, I don't think. Oh, there it
I
is.
assume it's the
She
big
owns
house
the
with
general store. I'm
I assume it's the
wrong.
big house with the walls.
Yes, she owns the general store, so she is probably down here with the shops.
Got it. She runs Bartertown. Let's go.
Yes. Apologize. All right. Inside, you see a very well dressed woman. She's probably around the age of 38. She's got black hair up in a bun, and she says, "Welcome to my store. How can I help you?"
Actually, ma'am, I believe it is we who help you in this instance.
Are you here to go find my children?
The mayor did mention that you might be interested in having some great adventurers go rescue your children.
Great adventurers. Well, I suppose you can be called that.
I mean, if we rescue your children, I should hope.
Absolutely. I will pay a great sum of money for that. I will pay you 125 gold pieces per signet ring of my children, and I will give you more if you're able to bring them back in good shape and of good mind.
Instead of the 125 gold, I would like a share in your general store and access to your routes.
If you can bring my children, I will pay any cost that is within my ability.
I will do what needs to be done.
Thank you, Metal Man. I greatly appreciate it.
Please.
Can you
Call me
tell us
Big.
about the paladin who drugged them off on an adventure of their own, of which they have not yet returned?
His name was Sir Bradford. He had a very magical sword on his hip. He was a charismatic fellow. He filled their head with dreams of glory and what is right, and he hardly had to drag them away. They couldn't wait to go. My daughter. Sorry, one moment. My daughter, Sharwin Hukrell, or my daughter Sharwin was a wizard, and she's always wanted a chance to test her magic. And my son Talgan just loves hitting anything that moves, and has dreamt of glory since he was a child.
What? Just again, out of sheer avian curiosity, what caused the paladin to go to this citadel? What stories did he fill them with? What was his reason?
I believe he was seeking for the apple of perfect hue that heals those who suffer from any disease or any other ailment. I told him that it only grew in the summer, but he insisted that it was still growing now in the winter. He ignored that the corpse white apple that the goblins bring in the winter was a thing.
Curious. I look to my companions. Do we have need of anything else before we journey to this dark citadel?
You're
Only if you can
going.
tell us anything more about it.
Let's see.
Rumors, even. Rumors are often more revealing than the truth.
Well, I'll tell you everything that I know. Legends hint that it used to be the retreat of an ancient dragon's cult. The old road skirts the Ashen Plain. The old road also leads to the Citadel. I believe it was the result of the Ashen Plain was caused by a dragon rampaging. Its name was Ashadalon. Cattle herders typically won't graze their stock too far afield these days. They're frightened of stories by new monsters that maraud the night. From time to time, people who go out after night be found the next day, bearing hundreds of these needle-like wounds. We don't know what causes them. We haven't seen what does it, and we haven't found a trail of anything that does it. The party that my children went off with was Talgren and Shawin, of course, the paladin of Palor, Sir Bradford, and a ranger called Caracas. Sir Bradford was not a local, but the others were. Sometimes goblins offer a different apple at midwinter, but they offer a good apple at summer. I've already told you about that. I think the only time anyone who's come through asking this many questions about the Sunless Citadel was a man named Bellic, about 13 years ago. Ken, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know what you're hinting at me finding.
I am not hinting at anything.
We're
Okay.
just looking for rumors.
Got it.
Well, thank you for your information. We'll see if we can
I am
get
happy
those
to help.
two.
If you promise to bring back my children, I will supply you as best I can.
We
If
will.
they are still alive, we'll bring them back.
For the rings, as you said.
What is that?
You also said we
the
could bring back their rings, yes?
That's
Should the worst come to pass, yes, you can bring their rings.
Okay, well,
I
I
would
guess it's
still
better than an arm or a leg or something.
I would prefer not to see my children's dismembered corpses.
Good, good. That would be kind of awkward to walk around with.
We would prefer that as well.
But yes, please take what you need within reason. I miss my children. I worry about them. This
Well,
is the DM
you have
saying,
left the
if you
situation.
guys need something non-magical to add to your inventory, go ahead and take it.
I'm already pretty well equipped, so.
All right. So Vic is well equipped. Vic is thick. We understand that.
I'm Vic. Would it do me good to have a shield?
Probably yes.
Yeah, you know what? If you have
If you have a shield, I may be able to take with me. I would like it.
She has a second-hand one. If you want new, you'll have to go to the blacksmith, but she'll give you a second-hand one that's just as good for free.
I'll take it.
Anyone else taking up the offer?
There's not anything particularly that unless looking around something catches my eye, I don't think I need anything that I don't already have.
It's just an adventuring shop. She doesn't have any magical goods.
Right. But yeah, so as long as like some strange trinket or something doesn't like immediately pop into view as I kind of look around, then I'm not. I don't need anything from her.
Okay.
Though if you would like to grant me a trinket from the trinket table, I won't stop you.
I don't have that pulled up at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But you find a small jar filled with what looks to be... Can you roll me a nature check?
Yes.
Mysterious greenish goo with a black rotting tooth inside.
I'm like, this will be handy in our travels, and I kind of like grab it.
Would you like me to try to take a check at it?
It is a jar with green goo and a tooth.
Nature or Arcana, please, if you would like to take a look at it.
Oh, I'm trained in Arcana.
I didn't think of it. You can also make an Arcana check if you would like.
14.
I did even worse.
I'll just stick with my. I'll just stick with
Jay,
nature. I want the
you know it's the blood of something unnatural, but you don't know exactly what it is.
I've seen this before. I've seen it rot trees. You don't want to touch or drink this, trust me.
Well, I don't want to, no.
Good.
Maybe
I may be
throw
thrown at something.
You'd be surprised where you can talk a goblin into drinking.
Ken, I did not hear what you said.
I said maybe I could dip my spear point in it.
Maybe,
We will.
but all right. Is that all you guys would like to do in Oakhurst, or is there anything else?
I got nothing
I think
else.
I think I'm good.
There's so twice now we've walked past the centralized part of town where there's a statue of some kind. What is this a statue of?
I think it's actually not in the module.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Oh.
totally honest with you. So what it
Okay.
is it's a statue of... It's going to be one man holding an apple, and he seems to have a dragon-like helmet. If you ask anyone about it,
Appleseed.
yeah.
What's best for
If you guys decide to ask who that is the statue of, no one knows.
There's like an inscription, but it's worn away because it's so old.
Yes,
and like a, well, I
in
guess
fact,
you said
it
it's
is
part of Michael's, I guess it
it is
doesn't
like a
matter.
green statue. It's like looks to be made of copper, but it's been there for so long that it has corroded to the point where it's turned green.
Then Vic won't look at it because it makes him shudder to think about it.
I believe it's actually bronze. That's the metal that does that.
Yes.
I wish not yet to confront my own mortality.
Copper also
Statue
turns
of
green.
Liberty, yeah.
Okay.
And we're
All right.
corroded penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since unless anyone has any better suggestions, beginning our quick a search for some children and a wayward paladin.
Well, the
should
children
be-
aren't children. I should clarify that.
I
They're
understand.
around,
They're
18,
probably like
19.
late teens.
Yeah.
To be Sir Bradford, he's probably in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Right.
He's new on the scene. He's like a new cop. People
Like I'm
either
looking
love
for
him or
a
they
paladin
fucking-
in like his late 20s, early 30s, a bunch of kids who are following him, thinking that they're cool.
And then a nondescript fourth person who
And
just
then
looks like they belong in the wild.
A local. They said he was a local, right?
He is a local, but he's not like from in town. He lives on like the very far outskirts.
Okay.
He doesn't own any farmland, or they don't own any farmland or anything, but they mostly subsistence hunt and gather.
Do we want to ask around about the fourth local before we leave, or do we want to head on out to the temple?
I think that you guys have pretty much everything you need from town.
Okay. Well, then I will take my goo jar with a tooth in it and figure out how we need to head toward a fallen citadel.
We just take the road, right?
Yeah, you guys can just take the old road, and it'll pretty much lead you right to. You guys know from gathering information in town that there will be a massive ledge with a stairwell that leads down to the Sunless Citadel.
Okay, cool.
Then in that case, we should probably head out. We're burning daylight, and the longer we aren't finding missing folk, the more chances that goblins have eaten them.
All right. You guys will be unable to make it there today. Do you guys want to keep a watch while you're traveling, or do you want to Just
Oh yeah, there's goblins in these woods.
all right. Who's keeping watch? Or rather,
I have large eyes. I will take the like mid or final watch.
I can
okay.
take the mid watch then.
All right. And what were you saying, Ken?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. If you guys can go ahead and roll your watches.
And perception checks.
Yeah. Ken, then Jay, then Will. All right. Ken, during your watch. Oh, wait, you're not Julio. Ken, during your watch. Uneventful. It's a pleasant winter day. It's a little bit cold, but nothing seems truly amiss. Jay, during your watch. You just kind of zone out. You forget to look for things for a while. Or you look for things and you focus in way too much on anything that flies by. You see an eagle and you watch it for a while, concerned it might be somebody's familiar. But overall, uneventful. And Julio, your watch is productive. You are confident that there are no dangers on the road. Unfortunately, the sun has now set and it's time to set up camp. Who would like to, or do you guys want to push through?
I don't think we should start with a level of exhaustion.
I figured we were doing watches during like a rest.
During the long rest.
I am conditioned
we were
to
doing?
call for watches during travel. I
Oh,
can go
okay.
ahead.
But we're all watching
can-
during travel, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let me go ahead and I am going to roll something. Yeah, we were watching during travel. I can go ahead and count those as your night
So
watches if you would
I
like.
can watch the entire night because using Sentry's Rest, because I don't sleep. I
Alright.
can't. I don't have any movement or anything, but I'm also not unconscious. I can see and hear as normal during this, so I can essentially sleep while keeping watch at night.
You go into rest mode.
Essentially, yeah. Webcam stays on though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, give me
You get
just
caught jerking it.
one moment, please. I apologize.
You're good.
Ken, we are missing a thing.
We are?
Yes.
Which thing?
I'm sending you the message now. Did not mean to caps that.
Ah.
All right. So we are going to. I'm just going to go ahead and count your perception check. Oh wait, no, that's Julio's perception check. Vic, can you go ahead and roll perception for me if you are going to be keeping watch all night?
Sure. Once I can find the button, there it is. 16.
16. Alrighty. Give me just a moment. Okay. I gotta roll. What's there? This. Okay. In the night, you see what look to be small tree people approaching your camp.
Okay.
They look something similar to. Let me find this. Premium map set. Okay. Give me just one moment to make a token for this real quick. I apologize
No
profusely.
worries. Also, if we need to be in a map, we don't see it at the moment.
I don't have a map for this.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
All right. Okay. Again, very apologetic about this.
No, you're good, man.
Get that down. Okay.
I keep deleting stuff and trying to upload tokens, but it says I don't have any room left. Quota exceeded.
Okay. I've got the token at the very least. Give me just a moment.
I made a
They look like
sheet
this.
for it.
How do I, is it control click to make it big?
You can hit Shift Z to zoom on it.
This is what they look like. Oh, my bad. Let me correct this. Oh, I'm streaming all of my foolish things.
You are.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And I'm trying to get back to this. Doop. Players are there. That's made. What's this? Boom. They look like that. Can you all see it well?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a tree person.
Yes. Boop. And there seem to be 3 of them.
Okay. I'm going to continue to do nothing.
Okay. You do nothing, and they approach slowly. Every once in a while, they freeze, and if you don't keep your eyes on them immediately, they just proceed to look like a bush. Like you wouldn't be able to tell them from a tumbleweed as they come closer and closer into your camp.
Okay.
What are you doing in response?
I don't have to close my eyes ever. So I'm going to keep my eyes trained on them.
You know that they're there. You're not going to lose sight of them. I'm just letting you
Right.
know that they look just like a bush,
Right.
like a dead bush.
Okay. Do they have anything about them? Can I see anything about them that looks threatening other than the fact that they're slowly approaching?
They're what you would call their hands whenever they start moving look extremely sharp,
Mm.
but their faces are totally emotionless. You can't tell.
How close are they now?
They look to be about 20 feet away.
Okay.
Throw a rock at them. That's what this music
Um,
is telling me to do.
Vic is going
Okay.
to essentially
Rebooting.
he's going to stand up. But he's not going to move anywhere. He's just going to stand up.
At
He's
you
gonna wake
standing
and
up,
stand up.
they freeze.
Brian,
I'm not going to move. I'm just going to stand.
I made a character sheet for them. If you could just take
Awesome.
the token, you can put it in the character sheet.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That will let me close a window I have open. There we go. So you're going to throw a rock at them?
No.
I
I'm
know
going to
from the
stand
sound of
there.
it.
I'm not going to move. I want to keep my eyes on them. And I'm going to rouse the others.
Whenever you go to rouse the others, they rush in. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Sure.
For each of us, or just
You can roll. Everyone can go ahead and roll. Right now, the only person awake is going to be. Well, you'll all wake up when it gets to your turn. They're making noise now as they're moving forward.
Also, Vic said he was rousing us, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Vic is rousing you guys. I'm going to say you just shout and everyone wakes up.
Yeah. It's kind of like a...
Ram alert.
It's essentially like a computerized beeping sound that I don't know how to reproduce with my actual voice.
Exactly.
And then just...
Warning. Intruder alert.
So for this first round, we're just going to do the Blights and then Vic, and then everyone else can act as normal. That's just, I'm going to call that you guys grabbing your weapons, standing up, getting ready for the fight. You know what I mean?
Sure.
If that's okay with everyone.
Yeah. Do we have a turn order? Hold up.
I need to pull one up. I don't know how to do that. One moment, please.
On that side menu there should be a little clock icon, and that'll pull up a turn order window, and then you can.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to manually add us in.
There we go.
One.
All right. What are your initiatives? Jay got a 3.
And then once you do all that, there should be like a sort by descending, and that'll go from the highest to lowest number.
Okay.
Now, of course, if you got to put your monsters in there too.
Yes. Okay.
Because I was the one standing watch, would I be essentially ahead of everybody in this situation? Like I'm the closest person to these adversaries?
You're in between them, I would say.
Okay.
I would say they were approaching from the side that you were not.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll just be
okay.
kind of in the middle there.
Julio, that's you got a 22 the first time. If you guys could all just go ahead and re-roll initiative for me. And
mine managed to get
21.
I'm going to do your original one. I'm just going
rolled a 10 again. God damn it.
You got a 10 again. Awesome. Jay,
Shit.
You got a 3 the first time. And Bleppy got a 21, but you were already in. And then Julio got a 22 the first time.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Let me roll for the twig blights real quick.
I forgot I needed to actually have a token on the map before hitting initiative, or else it wouldn't work.
Yeah, you gotta highlight your token.
Right. Doop. Character sheet. Sorry this is taking me so long, y'all. I sincerely don't want it to.
It is all
Don't worry
good,
about
man.
it, bro.
Right.
I was in the same spot not that long ago.
Vic, you do not go first.
No.
You guys are ready. But
you sound the alarm.
Yes, you sound the alarm, Vic, but it's still going to be a surprise round, so they're going to attack first. Okay. But because you managed to rouse your people, they are not attacking with advantage.
Cool. Very
pull
good.
up their sheet again.
Okay. All right.
So they're just going to make a few attacks, one at each of you. The first one is going to go towards... The first one's going to go towards Vic, because he is raising the alarm. Does a 12, or does a 16 hit you?
16 hits.
You take 5 piercing damage.
And these are melee attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they... But they're far away still, are they? Oh, they rushed, right?
They were 20 feet away from you. They were rushing whenever you started rousing them.
So they're now within range?
Yes, they are now engaged in melee with your party members.
Gotcha. Where exactly are these tokens in relation to me then?
They are currently north of us by...
I see where they are on the picture. Here. I just kind of like give me an idea of what direction I need to face to fight certain things.
This is the party that... Let's say there's a campfire here in the center. What order would you guys have been sleeping in? Okay, so Julio's there.
Sure.
All right. This one is coming for you, and this one is coming for Bleppy. So. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right. Does a 7 hit you, Durrigan?
No.
All right. Does a 10 hit you, Bleppy?
It does not.
All right. Now it is Vic's turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Firebolt on the guy right next to me.
Okay, roll an attack, please.
15.
That hits. Roll damage.
1 damage. Hell yeah.
As you throw the firebolt into them, they light up like a bonfire. They
Wonderful.
manage to pat it out, but they look panicked, silently screaming as these needles on their arm writhe in agony.
Okay.
What else would you like to do with your turn? Oh, did you do that on the guy right next to you?
Yeah, this was the guy right next to me.
I need you to roll. We're going to let it roll. Just don't let me forget that if you make ranged attacks while you're in melee, it is at disadvantage.
Right. That is a disadvantage. Do you want me
But
to
we're going to
roll?
let it roll for now.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry, this is my first spellcaster that I'm playing.
No worries at all.
So, am I able to cast a first level spell as a bonus action? No. Right?
If it has a casting
There are
time
very
of bonus
few
action.
of them.
Say again, I'm sorry.
If it has
There-
a casting time of bonus action.
Yeah, there are very few
Oh, okay.
first level spells that you can do that with.
Okay,
There are
gotcha.
some.
Okay, so it has to specifically say. Okay, gotcha. In that case, that's all I can do. So I'm going to raise my shield back up and just brace for another attack.
Okay. Moving on down to the top of the round. Let me sort this ascendingly. Julio, it is your turn.
Okay.
Would wait, hold on. Would Durgan get to go as the?
The first
Bottom
round
of
was a
the-
surprise
Oh, no.
round.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we
I didn't-
woke up this round.
Right. Okay. I gotcha. My bad.
All right. So in front of me, there's a Twigman fighting Vic. It seems to be on fire and distressed. There's also a Twigman fighting the well-armored cat monster that travels with me.
Wow.
Right.
And there is also one fighting my friend over there who is less armored and less a robot. So I will shoot a crossbow bolt over toward the one in front of Duragon in hopes that kind of helps him out.
All right, roll me an attack.
Oh, I think it will.
Apparently I crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
roll damage. Absolutely.
And I get the sneak attack because he's right next to it. So,
You shoot this bolt through this tiny Groot's head as its head just fucking splinters like you split it with an axe. It is a pristine shot. You hit a crack in the wood just perfectly. But it dies silently with the sound of splitting wood.
Holy shit, Julio, good job.
anytime, friend. I trill
right.
with happiness
else?
and begin to point my crossbow somewhere else.
They require your assistance.
Is that your turn, Julio?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Balepi, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna take my Yakoa and I'm gonna spike this thing right in the face.
Sounds rad. Let's do it. Let's roll the hit.
Yeah, sorry, I got the wrong pane up here. That's an 18.
18 definitely hits. And your minimum damage will fucking delete this thing.
It's 13 piercing.
Yeah. It is deleted by that 13 piercing. You also chop it in a much more conventional way.
Okay.
Last one up is Vic.
I'm not done yet, actually.
Oh, really?
I have
Okay,
full
what are you
on
doing?
master. So I'm
Fun.
gonna slide over here next to Vic, and I'm gonna try to smack this thing with the blunt end of my Yakolwa.
All right, roll the hit. That'll definitely get it.
How about 10 bludgeoning?
Yep. You bonk it, and it sounds like those metronome sticks, the rhythm sticks, as a crisp, hollow sound knocks it to the ground. And it dies. Congratulations, you all. You have defeated these 3 bizarre woody creatures. These Groot motherfuckers.
Is
Look
everybody
at the
okay?
ones.
Not doing too great, actually.
Yes, we are all in one piece, I believe.
Yeah, I did not even get a chance to attack. Julio, so fast, just destroyed the head of this thing.
I will admit, I could be better.
No one's
I'd say
Let me take a quick look at these things. I don't know if I've seen anything like this before.
There are biological parts of me as well. Unfortunately, that is what took the brunt of the damage. Brunt, not blunt. I know how to speak common.
As you approach Durgan, can you roll me a nature check?
15?
These saplings do not have the leaves, but they look startlingly similar to the saplings that you saw outside of Oakhurst. And their appendages are covered in these long, needle-like thorns that seem to have done a number on Vic. Never mind, I suppose Vic's a metal man. He's just got a couple of scrapes. But
So
they have
maybe
needle-like
nobody dug them out of the ground. Maybe they dug themselves
They dug
out.
themselves out, yeah.
Yes. And for some reason, they seem to leave the village by their own volition. So,
They also panicked
All right.
when they saw I was proficient with fire.
As they should.
that is good.
They are made of, well, wood.
These hollow beings exhibited emotion.
So they're
Well, they are-
not apple tree seeds.
Well, they are apple tree seeds, but not regular apple trees. Clearly magical apple trees.
So if we were to want to, let's say, have a farm of these things, we would need to bind them while we sleep. Not let them just go away, walk out, and start to stab people. But okay.
It is possible that the middling germinated like life cycle of this apple tree is a wandering murder machine of wood.
That is true. Maybe this is how they get their magical properties. They got to kill X amount of people to make these magic apples.
Well, that's concerning.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least we're not one of them. So, never mind. They don't seem that hard to kill. So for us, we're probably okay. That paladin and the children, maybe not so bad. Although I do fear that this paladin took them as meat shields, or they will become meat shields as he runs away. But we'll see. Shall we go back to sleep, or you all a little shaken up?
You guys can finish your long rest. This thing took like 30. This little disturbance took like 30 seconds.
Perfect.
Leopardy's already
Can I-
passed out by the fire.
Can I consider the damage that I just took healed after the end of this long rest, or should I do it like a short rest?
I believe as
It was
a
interrupted.
Warforged, you have to be disturbed for more than 10 minutes for it to disturb your long rest. And like I said,
Okay.
this only took 30
Gotcha.
seconds, so you can consider it healed.
Gotcha.
Seeing
Okay.
as you were resting beforehand.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Before I
Just
go to sleep,
out of
I will
before I go back to sleep, I'm gonna take out the little green ooze jar, kind of unscrew the lid or pop the top or whatever. Take some of like the stick people and just kind of like dip it in there and see what happens to the wood.
The wood becomes even. It doesn't dissolve or anything like that, but you can visibly see the wood aging. You can visibly see it losing what little color it had. It already looked dead. You see the bark kind of fall off. And all of this is still perfectly preserved. But you do see a visible cycle of aging happening with it until it eventually comes to rest as petrified little chunk of wood.
Huh. I close the lid back up, make sure it's good and tight. Like, this will definitely be useful later.
I'm gonna walk over to Vic, pat him on the back. Good job, man. Like, you might have really helped us out of the binder. Good watching. You make a fine sentry.
Thank you.
Alright, well, I'm going to go back to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sleep tight, don't turn out the light. Alrighty. So your long rest passes without further events, I'm imagining.
I hope.
We don't have it. I don't have anything planned. I don't know if any of
Then
you
yes.
guys have
Then it
anything
sounds
planned.
like you don't have anything planned in that case.
Alrighty. I don't know. I'm used to people trying to play pranks on each other while they're sleeping. All right.
I need a good rest. I'm about to go invade a dungeon.
As a
Got it.
warforged, I am obligated to the people of the land to respect them and uphold their interests.
I already did my prank for the day. I'm not trying to screw up anybody's long rest before we actually hit the dungeon. So,
Alrighty. Well, you awaken, you break down camp, pack up, and you head back onto the old road. The old road passes to the east of a narrow ravine. At the road's closest approach to the cleft, several broken pillars jut out from the earth where the ravine widens. Two of these pillars stand straight, but most lean atop sloped earth. Others are broken, and several have apparently fallen into the dark depths. A few similar pillars are visible on the opposite side of the ravine. There's a sturdy, knotted rope tied to one of the leaning pillars on this side of the room.
Well, I wonder
This
who could
ravine-
lift this here.
This ravine runs for several miles in either direction. It looks like it's gotten significantly wider at this point. It's nearly 40 feet wide here. What do you
So
guys
that
do?
was
Where the rope is?
You said that was a rope leading down, or is it like a rope bridge kind of situation?
If you guys go and look, the rope is tied to one of these leaning pillars down into the darkness of the ravine.
You'll need to move us over there.
My bad. I don't have a map for it.
That's fair. So there's like
So
a ravine,
essentially-
and it looks like someone has kind of like staked a rope and climbed down the side.
Kind of. Yeah, it looks like it. They look to have been. The rope could not have been tied there for any longer than 2 or 3 weeks. The edge of the ravine is older, and there are weathered handholds that can be seen carved into the cliff face. You can easily climb down this knotted rope using the wall to brace yourselves, and using the carved indentations is slower, but only slightly harder. It's about 50 feet from the ledge to what you see below looks to be a staircase, about 5 feet wide, with a couple of platforms sticking out. But you're really peering over the edge to see that.
So how far down is it, you said?
It's about 50 feet down.
take point.
Can I just fly down there?
You have a fly speed, you definitely can.
Okay. I'm going to do that. And when I get to the bottom where the rope is, I'm going to give it a little tug to make sure that it is secure up top and won't like snap if somebody puts weight on it.
Okay. So you do that, it seems secure.
I'm like, this rope seems fine. Use it.
I'm going to move you guys over to this new tab I have just created. Oop. And I'm making a makeshift map. I gotta zoom out though.
After Bumpy goes down the rope, I'll go after him.
Okay. Bluffy is heading down the rope, and you are heading down the rope as well. I need... Julio, what is your passive perception?
A number. That number is 13.
Okay. While you are at the bottom of the rope waiting for your compatriots to come down, you are attacked by a giant rat.
Am I now?
You are.
Exciting. Where did this giant rat come from?
From the rubble on top of the platform. Bottom
Oh.
of this ravine. Dude, let me select
Comes
the
to
rat.
you.
Or did you not land on the platform at the bottom whenever you tugged on it?
I mean, wherever the rope ends is where I'm hanging out. So
Yeah,
if
it
that's
ends right here at this platform. Can you go ahead and put your thing on there?
is that what you want?
I think I moved you on accident.
That's okay. I moved myself back.
All right. So it's going to roll with advantage simply because you were not expecting it and it was hidden from you.
Definitely wasn't expecting it.
Does a 17 hit you?
Unfortunately, it does. For I'm a level 1 character, and 17s tend to hit most of those.
But not all, so I felt the need to ask. You take 5 piercing damage.
All right.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me as two
That is
more
an
giant rats.
appreciable amount of my hit points.
As 2 more giant rats begin to claw out of the rubble at the sound of your yelling. All right. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
You want to put the initiative thing up before we do that?
Yes, I need to do that first. You are absolutely correct. Thank you so much. All right. Clear this. All right. Now roll initiative for me.
That is a low number. I am sad.
A little bit better this time around.
I had the thing up when I rolled, but still didn't put it in.
Ooh, rats are going fast. Fluffy is going faster.
No, I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3?
Yeah.
But it didn't put it in because I guess the thing wasn't up.
All right. Anyone else have any issues with their initiative going right now? Or is everyone's initiative in?
It looks like everybody.
Okay. So I believe the marching order going down the rope was Bleppy, then Durrigan, then Vic. Is that correct?
Yep.
Bluppy first, then Durrigan, then Vic was last, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm above
So-
everybody at the moment.
Bleppy, you are currently about 15 feet down the rope. Or Durrigan, you're about 10 feet down the rope, about 40 feet above the action. And Vic, you are 5 feet down the rope, about 45 feet above the action.
Okay.
And as Julio's like holding the guide rope, all of a sudden you just hear like the scuffle and him go, "Screech! Ow!"
So
Exactly.
looking down, can we see what's happening?
You see Julio is bleeding, and there's a huge rat next to him. The other
So
two
we can-
rats are
we
kind of
can-
hidden underneath
we
an
can-
overhang.
Okay, but we can see at least the one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna firebolt.
Firebolt.
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
firebolt, not fireball. I don't have fireball, and I don't want to kill my friends.
That fireball would do it. I would be
Yeah,
dead.
it sure would. Yeah, no, yeah. I
Fireball
don't want to
would be
fireball it, even if I had it.
Okay.
I'm gonna firebolt that rat, with the hand I'm not using to hold the rope with.
Got it. It sounds kosher to me. That definitely hits roll
30,
damage.
20. 9 fire damage.
So you throw that out. How do you want to kill this? How do you want this thing to die painfully by fire?
Downloading firewall.
Okay, so I installed Windows Firewall, and I noticed that,
There's a virus.
and so I threw Windows Firewall at it. Except in this case, it's Windows Firebolt. And the rat catches fire and begins screeching as its hair and skin slowly burns. And I turn to my friends and I say,
You can't get this with McAfee.
and that's it.
All right. On to the rats then. They are going to approach you, Julio.
That makes me a
And-
sad rogue.
This first one is going to attack. Ooh, does a 12 hit you?
It does not, thankfully.
The next one is going to take its turn and approach and attack you. However, these rats have pack tactics, so it is now rolling at advantage.
That makes me a sad owl.
21, I'm assuming, hits.
It does.
6 damage to you.
Yeah, this is
Julio.
where Julio goes down under a pile of rats.
Okay. I am
Because he
sorry.
only had the 8 hit points, and you took 5 right off the bat.
Ah, yeah, you see that
You
adds
went
up.
down into their lair very quickly.
I did.
Durrigan, you are up.
No, Julio, you will live. I'll move down as far as I can on the rope. and
I'm not
I
going to
will-
be evil. You can turn to the other side and get around Bleppy.
You can also
I
use
don't
the
want
handhold
to go
for the
all the
wall.
way.
Yeah.
Like
There are
I
also
want to
handholds
get
in the wall.
about 20 feet. So maybe like 20 feet high, but like close to where the rat is. And
Okay.
I
That
want
sounds
to
like you're
try.
about. If you went down 20 feet, it sounds like you're about 20 feet above them.
Okay, yeah, I want to thorn whip the one that is closest to me.
Okay, you can see this one down here. Go ahead and roll me a thorn whip. A 9,
Oh,
unfortunately, does not hit. That was going to be really cool. I was going to make it take
damn.
falling damage.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Do you want to go ahead? I'll let you let go of the wall as a free action if you want to fall, but that might knock you unconscious.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Got it.
Try not
On
to.
to, on to Julio. Roll your death
Well,
save with advantage because we barely started the adventure.
so how do I roll a death save?
Just roll a straight d20.
Yeah, it's just a straight d20.
I'm going to
You
let
can
you
click
roll with
the death
advantage.
save on your character sheet. That works too.
Clicking on death saves isn't rolling anything in Roll20.
Should.
Uh,
Am I clicking in the wrong spot?
Maybe.
Just using the flat d20 on
How
the
about that?
thing.
That work?
There you go.
Oh,
That looks like a failure.
I said you could roll with advantage simply because it is this early in this. Good thing you had advantage. Okay, that is one failure.
Extra failure. All right.
All right, Bleppy, I believe you are up.
How far am I from the bottom of the rope?
About 35 feet up.
Okay, well then I'm going to descend my 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to take one of my hand axes from my hip and throw it at the last rat.
This one this one at the bottom or at the top?
Didn't two of them get murdered already?
One of them has been murdered.
One of
No,
them has
one
been
with a
murdered.
thorn whip and one with a firebolt, right? Aren't
The
they
thorn
dead?
whip
One
missed.
did not hit.
Oh, that's hit, not damage, derp.
Yeah.
The closest one then.
All right, that'll be this one here. All right, roll me your attack. That'll hit. That kills it. You throw your axe. How do you want it to die?
I'd like it to just be beheaded cleanly.
It is beheaded extremely cleanly. Blood is pouring out of the wound, and it is a surgeon's cut across its neck.
Wonderful.
On to Vic. What are you doing?
I'm going to throw a firebolt at the last one.
Okay. Firebolt misses. I apologize.
it's all your fault. I can't.
I'm sorry,
believe this.
Bleppy. Did you have anything else you wanted to do? I apologize.
I got no bonus actions I can take.
In that case, yeah, I'm done too.
Alrighty. This giant rat. It looks like it's going to take a bite out of Julio, then sees people coming down the rope, and it begins to scamper away using. I believe it has 20 feet of movement down the stairs. It knows that it's outnumbered, wants to run away. Has 30 feet of movement, so it moves a little bit further down the stairs. On to Durrigan.
yeah, I'll go all the way down the rope and then make 10 feet towards where the rat is. Can I reach that in 30 feet?
It moved 30 feet, but it was close. Let's see. Durrigan, you will come down here. Do you have 20 feet of movement? Yeah. You know what? I'll say you came down here and you can reach it.
Okay.
Sorry to
Cool.
take control of your token. Thorn Whip
No
hits
worries.
this time.
Time for revenge. Yes. There we go.
That is 6
nice.
damage. It is yanked 10 feet closer to you. Whoop.
Yeah, no running away.
And it is bleeding profusely from these thorns that you have just raked across its body.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Julio, I need another death save at advantage. All right, that is a pass.
Oop. It
On to
registered
Bleppy.
3. All right.
I should have taken my last 5 feet by falling, shouldn't I?
You could have. I would have let you do it.
In any case, I'm just gonna scamper down the rope. How far am I from this rat now?
You're about 10 feet away.
Okay, then I'm gonna move over to this rat and I'm gonna smack it with my Yukolwa.
Do so. Roll. You How do you want to do this? It's got 1 hit point.
I want to skewer it through its brain case so that its head comes off.
Fucking hell, that's brutal. Okay, so you skewer it through its brain case, and you manage to viscerally slice through the spinal cord and spinal bone that's holding its head on, and its head just goes limp forward as you rip out your Akilwa, and it falls free. The other cut was a surgeon's cut. This was an angry butcher.
I'm gonna fling its head down the stairs, and with the second flick of my wrist, I'm gonna flick the blood from the spear point, so that the only thing that's now still crimson is the feathers on the tip of the spear.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Nice. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. We have finished combat, but we are not out of initiative order. Vic, what are you doing?
I will begin my descent down the rest of the rope. I don't have enough movement to get all the way down, but I'll go my 30 feet. So I'm 45 feet up currently. I haven't moved down, so I'll move my 30 feet down to 15. Is a 15-foot drop enough to?
10 or
take
more is falling
1d6 of
and
damage.
recovering progress.
Okay, so I'll climb down the rest next time. I'll
You can dash.
Yeah, you could use your action to dash.
Oh, can I actually do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, yeah, I'll use my dash to just finish clearing the rope, and I'll just join
right.
the group. Standing next to Julio to just make sure that nothing else comes at him.
Alrighty. Duragan, what are you doing?
I'm going to move over to Julio and cast Cure Wounds.
Alrighty.
Oh, delicious hit points.
Ooh,
Nice.
big healing.
Yeah, boy.
Tasty.
I am fully healed.
Yeah. Sheesh.
The horrors
Welcome
of
back
level
to the
1.
world of the living.
I forgot about this, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Congratulations. You have brutally murdered 3 rats, including the one rat that just tried to run away.
It
The
feels
one rat
good.
that actually didn't do anything wrong. It never bit Julio.
It was going to.
It was until it saw you guys, and then it thought better of it, but didn't think better of it fast enough. Alrighty.
So this may be a good time for our first regularly scheduled break.
I think
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
Cool.
So we will see you guys. It's 8:49 now. We'll see you guys at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
All right.
10 minutes.
Please
right on
come
the
back.
hour. Let's go.
Alrighty.
1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crit Cats again. This is episode 2 of our Classic Dungeons series that we're doing. I think that's what it's called. Can remind me.
Dungeon Classics, but same thing.
Dungeon Classics. My bad. We are currently running the Sunless Citadel, and you just missed a harrowing fight for one of our party members and a very easy fight for the other 3 party members. And our characters are now descending into the Sunless Citadel. This was initially going to be a 1 or a 2-parter, but it might be longer. Probably not. Anyhow,
See how far.
if you like what you see, please follow our Discord or our Twitter or our YouTube or our Instagram. We got a lot of socials. Alrighty, getting back to it. Julio, you were just healed.
I was just killed and brought back
Yes.
by
the
my
brink of
good
death.
friend Duragon, who I had recently saved from a stickman.
He knows your worth.
Alright. And so we're on like a ledge with some stairs.
Looking around, y'all's passes are high enough. You see humanoid footprints. This sandy ledge overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide, but this is roughed. Sand, rocky debris, and the bones of small animals cover this ledge. A rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down this side of the ravine, descending into the darkness. Far wall of the chasm looks like it's about 300 feet away from you now. And the bottom of the chasm looks to be about 80 feet below where you stand now.
All right, and to review, we are here looking for 3-ish adult children from the town who are led by a paladin from out of town who came here to go get an apple from a tree. And do I remember correctly or incorrectly, there is another adventuring party that is ahead of us who was also like looking for them, or no?
That is the party.
That is us.
paladin
We are
and
those
the
people.
Yes.
Okay.
You are the people looking for the other group.
So there isn't a second group also that we need to
No.
keep an eye out.
There's just 2 groups. There's the one led by the paladin that's lost. You guys are looking for a merchant in town's children that's with them.
Right.
And you guys.
Nice.
And probably
And these-
some goblins.
And so these like humanoid tracks are probably them. They don't look like little goblin feets.
Make me a survival check.
I will roll the dice. I do very well.
You can definitely see human and goblin tracks. They go up and down.
But
Well, the
the
humans
human
ones don't.
tracks don't
Just the goblins
leave
do.
here.
The human tracks do not leave. It's just goblin tracks.
Okay.
Whittled about. You also see some tracks very similar to what you imagine the woodsy creatures you fought earlier would have
So like
left.
little thorn scrape prints somewhere in the
Little
dirt.
thorn scrapes. You see what looks like if you've ever seen a tumbleweed go across sand, they look like
Yeah. I'm like, well, it seems the folk we're looking for have went down here and they didn't come back up. So I guess we're going down too.
How
I'll
dark
take
is it on this platform, actually?
Right here, it's still relatively well lit. It gets darker as you go deeper into the cavern. It's not that it's daylight or anything, it's just that the tip of the cavern is about yay wide, and it's shaped pretty much exactly like this. It gets wider as you go down.
Would it help us currently to see anything extra on the floor if we were to hold up more light to it closer? Would we be able to see
I have
anything
very
more,
big
like tracks
owl
or
eyes.
anything? I guess
Probably
that's
wouldn't be a
true.
bad-
Yeah, that's fair.
For those of you without dark vision, it probably would not be a bad idea to have a light source.
Okay, what I will do for me is
Dick is going to take its torch, but instead of fighting it, he's going to use magical tinkering to imbue it with light.
I'm Scott Meowkinson. I have dark vision.
Alright, Scott Maggeton.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna use one of my 4 magical tinkerings to imbue a
Alright.
torch with light rather than lighting it with fire like a normal person would do.
As
Should
you
you
all
just like break
descend,
a glow stick and like hold it up?
I'm raving.
okay. As you all descend, a fortress emerges from the darkness. The subterranean citadel, though impressive, seems long forgotten. The lightless windows are cracked, crenellations, and leaning towers. Sorry, let me restart this. I'm reading off of the script. If the lightless windows, cracked crenellations, and leaning towers are any indication, all is quiet, though a cold breeze blows up from below, bringing with it a scent of dust and rot. The narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. The floor stretches away to the north and the south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches into the unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard. And let me change the map that you guys are on.
New map.
Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm assuming all of this is dark currently, Ken.
Yeah, I have the fog of war turned on. It should be set so that only the landing area is visible.
That is correct. Alright, so does this all... Let me check the... Ken, this looks right? This looks how it's supposed to look?
Should.
Oh, you're not here. I forgot to drag you guys. Dragging you guys now.
Yeah.
Alright, if you will please place your characters on this stairwell over here.
Oh, there. Middle right.
This map's a big one.
Alright?
I'm intimidated.
An expanse of crumbled masonry surrounds this entire citadel. Those attempting to cross it immediately know how unsteady it is. So this is an extremely unsteady area as soon as you are entering onto the battlement. That's at the end of the stairs.
Unsteady, you say?
Unsteady. It looks like it is crumbling.
That doesn't sound good.
Again, what's everyone's passive perception?
13.
13.
Mighty 10.
13.
13 and 10. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I've got 15.
You've got 15?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see as you move down to the lower level that there is a trap door in the center of this courtyard.
Uh-huh.
I move this? Oh, I can't move this. How do I move that? Looks to be about right here.
Do you guys see this? This trap door over here?
You have moved 10 feet. I need you to make me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or not acrobatics. It is a... Yeah, it is an acrobatics check. Okay, you're good. You're able to move to the next thing, to the next block. You're about right here now. And the 10 feet behind you crumble and fall to the ground. It's still there. It's still traversable. It hasn't completely gone away. But you see an empty pit beneath you.
Just an empty pit if I look down.
It's not deep. It's about 10 feet deep.
Uh-huh.
You see it through the cracks of the courtyard.
Alright, everyone, watch your step. Can I just open this trap door that seems to be in front of me?
Let me take a look at it real quick. Okay. It opens downward. It doesn't open up.
Oh, okay. So just give it a kick or whatever, and it just opens up.
Yes, it'll open it up.
What do I see when I look down this trapdoor?
You see two goblin skeletons. One looks like it's only been dead for about a day. You see two goblin skeletons, one dead goblin that looks like it's been dead for about a day, and a giant rat that was eating this dead goblin, but looks at you.
Beady red eyes looking back at you.
You
That
need
is
to
what
do
you
something
see.
quickly, or something is going to happen here.
So,
Change it
wait,
from layers so we can see it.
how
I
deep
don't know how
is
to do
this?
that.
So on the left-hand side, you see the icon that's a cube.
Yes.
If you click on the GM info and overlay, you should be able to access tokens that are in the GM overlay.
GM info overlay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then you
So-
can right-click that token and then change the
Click
level of
layer
it to
and
the
click into
tokens.
token layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll show it to us.
And here is the... Let me go ahead and draw in the trapdoor. This is the trapdoor.
How deep does the trapdoor go?
It's about 10 feet.
Okay, so this thing probably can't just like climb up the walls at me.
It
Hopefully.
looks like it can. These walls look to be easily climbable. I need you to make a decision. You have 30 seconds.
I'm gonna vine whip this bitch.
All right. Roll me an attack. An 8, unfortunately, does not hit. Now roll initiative.
All right.
Let me pull up the turn
There's
order again.
the
I
rats.
gotta pull up the
Watch
turn order.
out.
I gotta pull up the turn order. Fuck.
Ah,
There we go. Okay, it's still there. Wait 1 sec, though. I have to clear it. Clear. All right, roll again.
14 is better than 10.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna need your original ones.
Okay, my original
roll
was a
the settings.
14.
mine was a 5.
My original was a 15.
5.
And then you critted, but neither of them.
And
went
then,
into
yeah, and
the
then I
token.
critted.
So Ben was a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, I need you to roll again for me. You're not in the turn order.
Yeah, you got to select your token before you roll initiative.
And
Oh,
Vic,
I
you
did.
got a 14 the first
Yeah, my
time.
first was a 14.
Eh. How about now?
That worked.
Now you are in the turn order. 14, and you got a 15. You said, Julio.
15 original, yes.
Okay. All right. So, the rat, I think, almost fucking crit on its turn order. So let me sort this as ascending. As this rat climbs up and rushes you, Duragan, you are going to take. Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
That is 3 piercing damage.
Okay, that could have been worse.
All right. I need to sort this again. Descending. Julio, you're up. You just see this rat clamber up out of here, and it's biting at him, but he currently has half cover from your ranged attacks.
Well, I'm going to move over here. So I have better shot at it?
Yeah, I would say it's only partial cover now.
Okay.
It's still like in a hole and at a weird angle for you. But if you
All right.
move any
Well, I'm just
forward,
aiming for the bitey part, so we'll see
Yes.
where that gets me.
roll to hit. That hits. Roll damage.
10 total.
How do you want to do this?
I mean, I imagine it's like half out of the pit, kind of like gnawing and biting at Durgan's like shins, as they do. So I'm just gonna like whip out my crossbow and just shoot it like right through the eye and watch it like fall back into the pit.
Right. You do so. And let's change that music back over to passive music. That's the only
Give
one.
Durgan a nod of understanding. Like
I
we
am
again.
going to go ahead and keep this turn order up for a little bit, though.
We again
Whatever.
find ourselves at this balance of saving each other's lives.
Indeed, we do. You're a good investment as always.
All right. So, what do you guys do now? The
There's a
giant rat
doorway?
falls down into pit. There is not a doorway currently. Well, there is, but there's a catwalk that leads to it.
But I mean,
After
like
about-
from where I see, it looks like there's like a. We're standing on what looks like a large porch.
Bleppy, did you move up there?
I moved around the bottom. hugging
Okay,
the
but you
wall.
still moved across it, right?
Across what?
Can you show me where your path that you moved? Can you draw a line for me? Yeah, I need you to roll one acrobatics check. Here, one acrobat. You need to roll 3 acrobatics checks.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be walking over, because if there was something on the ground, I wouldn't have wanted to walk over it.
This is a
Feels
crumbling
like the kind of
courtyard.
tiles.
The courtyard is the
Yeah,
dangerous
when
issue.
Duragon stepped on it, the stones were collapsing.
I could be misreading this, but that's what it looks like this is.
Does that one fail?
It's not a high DC. No, you do not fail. I need 2 more from you. Do not fail. And do not fail.
Wow.
Dang, okay.
But anyone who wants to walk across the courtyard, for every 10 feet you move, I need to have a dexterity check from you. And up here, let me double check this real quick.
Can I have a 10-foot pole. Can I, like, lean it out to try to give everybody who's going to walk across a little bit of extra balance?
Yeah, anyone who wants to make their acrobatics check now can do so with advantage. As long as you're within
I'm just
10
gonna
feet of
fly over here
That's fine.
because walking on this ground seems dangerous.
Okay. Duragan, looking down into the trapdoor, you see it looks like there is a catwalk that extends through it. But as you are about to call out to the rest of the party, the trapdoor springs back up.
Looks like there's a catwalk over here under this trapdoor. We can go this way maybe.
Like an underground passage?
Yeah, there's no
Seems-
door on the upper level here, I don't think. From what I'm understanding.
So this spot that Blippy and I are standing on isn't like an entryway into a cave?
It is rock wall at this point.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna push this thing down. You can come after me if you like, or enjoy the wall.
All right, you hop down. You manage to slide down the slope of the trapdoor, and you are in this little pit. It contains 2 goblin skeletons, 1 goblin that has been dead for about a day, and 1 freshly killed dead rat.
Right. But also a way forward. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
So peeking down there, he's standing on like a little catwalk thing that goes underground under
It's
the
like
wall.
So you know how on battlements of a castle you have the top level that has the armaments, and there's usually a trapdoor up there
Yes.
where people go down. It looks like he's standing on the level directly beneath that for what this was.
Oh, okay.
As if
I'll head
we're-
down there. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Is there some place I can, like, tie a rope so I don't fall?
This whole place looks very dilapidated. Do you have mason's tools or?
Well, you've got like a piton or
Dungeon.
something you can drive into
Yeah,
the wall,
or a
I
right?
do. I bought, or I borrowed, or whatever, a hammer and some iron spikes.
Absolutely.
I also
yeah.
have
I'll say you're
carpenters,
able to do
smiths,
that.
thieves, and tinker's tools with me.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you have a spike and a hammer, I'll let you drive it into a suitable boulder.
Sure. So, yeah, I'll do what I need to do in order to essentially just join Duragan where he is. If that works.
I mean, once
for
we get
you.
a rope in place, you could probably just like rappel down the 10 feet or so.
True. I probably also just own the rope that I could use.
Like I said, the
Get
trapdoor isn't
back
a
out.
perfect slope,
True.
and the sides are easily traversed.
Okay. All right.
All right, so
So
you
yeah.
all head down into the pit.
Yeah, I think so.
I need to know how to reveal things.
So there's a reveal tool. If you click the cloud icon, you can click
Reveal
the
areas.
eyeball, and that'll give you like a rectangular drag area, or you can do the polygon reveal. That's the one I like a lot. And then you just kind of click the areas of a polygon. It'll connect the vertices of the places you click, and it'll highlight anything in the area of a polygon that you highlight.
Okay, so I'll reveal. One sec. I'm gonna reveal this part now, and then I'm going to do this real quick.
Use the polygon reveal tool for the circular areas.
I I figured it would be nice to show you guys the door that was there.
You can
So
include the
you
doors.
Yeah. Okay, I'll use the polygon reveal tool.
It works better for circular areas.
All right, how do I finish this? Just left click?
You gotta make a complete polygon.
Is it revealed?
Yep.
It is.
Okay.
Yes, there's now a circular.
I'm trying to. Okay, good. I got that.
You're doing great.
Awesome. All right. All right.
So via the catwalk, we can enter into this room.
Yes. This
This room with
circular
the dead
area
bodies
is.
and
What?
fresh blood.
Yes, this room with dead bodies and fresh blood. Let me get to it. The circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which is sprawled the bodies of apparently 4 goblins, brutally fucking murdered, obviously in combat. One corpse stands against the wall with a spear that killed it, still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbled ledges.
Well, Julio, I know you going off on your own isn't always the best thing, as we saw before, but maybe you could fly up there and see if there's anything cool.
So like how so the ceiling's how high?
Ceiling is about 30 feet high.
And there's stuff up there, or this is just a tower that we're
It's a
in?
tower.
Like a silo of sorts.
Yeah, you guys went into one of the battlements, and looks like the catwalk led into the tower proper, which
So there's-
looked to be just a surface of stone to you
Okay.
from the outside.
Okay. So there's no like ledges or anything up there for him to go up to.
Let me check real quick. No.
Okay.
Okay, I misunderstood that. Because when I heard stairs that would used to be there going up, I was like, oh, all right, those usually lead somewhere.
Let me double
Never
read
mind.
it. Nope, there's no stairs.
That's fine.
They are there, but they're gone except for a couple of very crumbled ledges.
Ah,
They probably led to like the roof a long time ago before this place sank underground.
Right.
And just
Then it all
happened to
collapsed.
have. Yeah.
okay.
So, what are you guys doing in
Okay.
this room?
Immediately,
Looking around.
I'm going to be investigating these bodies a bit. I have an idea of who killed them, but I'm just going to be sure.
I would also like to investigate the bodies.
Yeah, the
Okay.
living corpses.
The bodies have been killed by. Sorry, I'm looking for something right here. Okay. As you're looking at it, it looks like these guys were killed by typical weaponry. Spears, short swords, scimitars. Most of the goblins actually are wielding a scimitar currently. They're dead, though. I need a go ahead and get perception checks or investigation checks from whoever
I
cares
will
to do them.
investigate.
I will also investigate.
All right. 23, 18, 15. Okay. Yeah, you guys find about 80 silver pieces on these guys and one gold piece. They each have a scimitar, and in this corner of the room, I have the wrong tool selected, motherfucker. This corner of the room, you see a very suspicious brick.
Oh, I'm all about suspicious bricks as a rogue.
Okay.
Tell me more about this suspicious brick with a 23 investigation.
With the 23 investigation, you go ahead and you pull it out a little bit to see what happens, and you see a needle begin to emerge from it. You get the feeling that if you were to push it in, something else would happen. It's hung out a little bit different. Like, this is the wall, this is the brick. Brick's jutting here. If you pull it out, the needle comes out. You're not sure what happens if you push it in.
So this is a trap of some kind.
Yeah, it's just a little needle.
Can I use my thieves' tools to disable this trap?
Yeah, you can use your thieves' tool to disable it. It looks like it's the mechanization of this trap looks similar to how a hidden door behind a bookshelf would be. But yeah, you roll me a thieves' tools check.
All right.
Unfortunately, it doesn't roll that way.
If you just want to, you have to add it in as a custom skill. If you just want to roll dexterity skill check.
Yeah, just roll a dex and then add my proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Do that and then add 2 to it.
So 21.
It is permanently disabled.
All right. So I'm like, good. This will not hurt me no matter what I do now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, guys, I believe this is a secret door of some kind. I'm going to push it and see what happens. Keep an eye out. I've made sure it won't hurt us.
I'm going to stand by this wall over here. I'm Scott Meowkinson.
I'm gonna press that brick. See what comes of it.
Okay, it swings open. There is a pocket chamber filled with that is damp and cold. The skeletons of 3 long dead archers slump against the rubble-filled arrow slits in the east and south wall. So let me go ahead and reveal that because I forgot I have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, and as you open the door, you see red light appear in their eyes. I'm going to say that everyone was prepared for something on the other side of this wall, so go ahead and roll initiative as soon as I get the turn order back up, motherfuckers.
Should be up already. Should be fine.
Yeah,
it is. I did not delete it, and I forgot to keep that. Oh well, roll initiative for me.
All right. Oof.
I'm all
going
about
on this time around, boys.
Oof.
Oh, I have to reveal these skeletons too. One sec. Where is it? It's the
I got it.
GM info overlay. Okay, I was about to do it. Alrighty. They are going to do this. Can't select them.
You gotta put it back into. You gotta put your selection tool back into objects and tokens.
Ah, thank you very much. I feel silly.
Roll20 is a learning curve.
Oh.
I gotcha. You can alt double click to bring up the character sheet associated with any token, and then it should all have initiative counters.
Appreciate that. All right. Skeletons are going fast. All right, Julio, you are up.
First things first, I would like to move a safe distance away.
You got it. There's a wall there. They can't get an attack of opportunity. They're using bows.
Then I'm going to ready an action. I will shoulder my crossbow, and the minute one of those skeletons attacks a companion, I will fire at it.
Okay.
That is my trigger.
All right. It is then the skeleton's turn, so go ahead and do your trigger as they take aim at Bleppy and Vic. I'm assuming you're attacking this one down here?
Yes.
Okay. That definitely hits. Roll damage.
8 piercing.
All right. You chunk into it. You see the bone holding one side of its arm just kind of falls off, and the necrotic magic slowly pulls it back up. But it looks like you did some damage. That bone is now splintered. All right, and the rest are going to take 2 shots. These 2 are going to shoot at Vic, and the one in the upper right corner is going to shoot at Bleppy. Oh. Vic,
22 hits.
All right. You take 8 piercing damage from that. Jesus.
Yikes.
And the last one is going to shoot at Bleppy. 22 hits you too. 4 piercing damage. These things just as they pull back the bows and fire. Next up, Duragon.
Move over to here. I'm going to attack this one here with a Thorn Whip.
Got it.
12 to hit.
Just misses.
Oof.
You lash out with your Thorn Whip. It scrapes the wall between the 2 archers as they are ready another round. Bleppy. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
I can't, so I'll just move back here.
All right. Bleppy, your go.
Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna charge in, and I'm gonna smack the skeleton here at the bottom.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
That is a big fat crit.
How do you want to kill this thing?
I'd like to just bring my spear point down through the top of this thing's skull and split the spinal column in half.
Absolutely, you do. You bring your spear point down at the very top of its skull, and the skull kind of just falls apart underneath you, similar to how you felt splitting wood earlier. All right.
I'm going to move down here now, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to do my Polearm Master half attack against the one in the corner here.
You got it. That hits. Roll damage.
That's 8 bludgeoning.
8 bludgeoning damage. Splinter its skull. Fully goes down without a fight. Anything else, Bleppy?
Nah, I'm Scott Meowkinson.
Scott Meowkinson is whipping the fucking ass, guys. Vic,
It's definitely happening.
I'm going to move in close. Right here. I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
There's a wall here. You'll have to get down here.
Yes.
You have to get either here or here.
There you go.
I'll cast Booming Blade on my hand axe.
Can you go ahead and ping that for me?
Sure.
An 11 doesn't hit regardless.
It doesn't hit? All right, never mind.
Wait, I think
matter.
you should have... hand axes are simple weapons. How do you not have proficiency for a hand axe?
I think you don't have it equipped.
I do. I do have it equipped.
What's your strength modifier and what's your proficiency?
My strength
proficiency
modifier
is +2.
0, but I have
Oh, okay.
I have proficiency in simple weapons. That is true.
All right.
That's why it's only +2.
He's using a strength-based attack without a strength modifier. That's right.
Yeah,
I was hoping it would be enough to hit, and then the spell would do the rest of the work.
Can you ping Blooming Blade for me? I want to make sure it's not a
Blade
melee
gets any
spell
damage
attack.
until level 5. It's only if it moves, otherwise.
So, well, yeah, but that was because he's going to have to move if he wants to try to hit me without disadvantage.
Yeah.
I was going to do whatever I could do.
Unfortunately, it misses regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
But he is wielding a bow. He can't take an attack of opportunity if you back off. And he is getting disadvantage from Bleppy.
All right.
All right. Is that your
I
turn,
guess
Vic?
that's pretty much it for me.
All right, Julio. What are you doing?
I'm going to scuttle on over here with my little stubby claw feet and stab this guy with a short sword.
All right. Use your free action to put the bow away. Bonus
It's a crossbow, so I don't even need to put it. I'm
okay,
just
so
pulling
you
out
can
the
just free
short
action
sword
to
with the other
drop.
hand.
Got it. Alrighty.
Draw
Roll me an
weapon as
attack.
part of an attack.
Oh, you did. That definitely hits.
He can enjoy 12 piercing damage.
Piercing damage. You strike it. You take out like half of his rib cage with this one strike. It just cracks like dry twigs underneath your blade, but unfortunately, this thing still stands as
See,
it brings
it's
up a
piercing
shaky
damage.
bow.
Skeletons just do not care about piercing damage.
Yeah. All right. So this will be the skeleton's turn. It's going to attack with disadvantage on first face it saws was Bleppy. It's going to continue attacking Bleppy. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's initiative.
Oops.
Doop. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit.
Nope.
All right. On to Duragon.
Well, I mean, I can't phone whip it from here, can I?
Arguably, you still can.
You know what? He's short. What are you? I don't really like the rule that your friends block your line of sight. So yeah, you can thorn whip it.
I'm like 3.5 feet of fluff.
Very agile fluff, too.
Unfortunately,
Very agile fluff.
the thorn whip whips.
Oh, that's alright. I wasn't really counting on it anyway. That skeleton looks doomed, if it wasn't already. So yeah, on to Bleppy.
Bleppy. I'm assuming it's part 2 of skull splitting. Yeah, that looks like it is. How do you want to kill it?
Can I just finish what Julio started with the slash through the ribs and just sever the spinal column?
Sure thing, yeah. You see your opening. You know what to do. You jab in through the rib cage and sever the spinal column. The head topples off. The body crumbles to the ground. All right. And that is that. Why is this not doing this? Awesome. Go. Boop. Cool. And on these skeletons, are you guys going to search the bodies?
I sure am.
Okay. You guys find 20 arrows, around 36 silver pieces, 18 gold pieces, and 3 +1 magical arrows in each quiver.
Three magical arrows in each for a total of 9, or 3
No,
total arrows?
3. You find 1 in each quiver for a total of 3.
Okay.
Can anybody use arrows besides me?
I do not. I use crossbow bolts.
I mean, I have a bow.
They also have short bows.
Ah, now we're talking. Julio.
They're old. They look like they might not be great, but as you saw previously, they were fully functional.
1 is a higher number than 0.
I mean, it couldn't hurt for you to have a couple of magic arrows.
I mean, I won't say no to having some magical arrows and a short bow to shoot them with.
All right. So you take those. You can add those to your inventory.
All right.
All right. Where do you guys want to go from here?
Is there anything else in this room that we can see, or was it just holding some friends?
It was just holding some friends.
Okay, I do like friends. It's a fun time with friends. Okay. Is there anything else that we can notice in the room? Do we want to roll another investigation to look further into the room, or do you want to?
Did you guys pull the spear out of this goblin up here?
I didn't, because I don't use spears.
I do use spears. Does this spear seem to be different somehow?
Seems like a pretty standard. It looks crudely made, but it is a functional spear.
I already got 3.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
I could maybe use a spear.
What did you say, Ken? I heard 2 people talking at once.
Does anyone have detect magic?
No.
Unfortunately,
No, unfortunately, I lost that in the book update.
I know, how lame. And nimble flight too. Coolest ability ever.
Yeah. No, there's nothing else significant in this room, it looks like.
Okay.
All right. So you said there are 2 other doors, one to the north-ish and one to the south-ish?
Give me
If
a
I'm
second
looking
to
at the map correctly.
find. There's the door that you came in through, one to
Right.
the north and one to the south.
Is that these here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
one kind of northwest and one kind of southwest.
So we're right next to the southwest one, but it's not that big of a room, so we could kind of go
Is
either way.
this door trapped?
You can roll me a investigation check.
I investigate with a 9.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
All right. Well, we're probably good then, guys. Who wants to go first?
You could also
All right,
investigate
I'll open
it
the
if you'd
door.
like.
Your hunch was right. The door is not trapped.
Cool. Thank goodness.
All right,
See?
let me go ahead and draw this open. One moment.
Best rogue, always right.
Polygon
Remember.
reveal. Oh wait, I'll just do reveal areas. This is a square.
Pro tip: try to get the door to the next room when you reveal.
You got it.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll go first. I'm Scott Bjaukensid.
Okay. The masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end has collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief on it. This door has a single keyhole situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
That has cool lock and or trap written all over it. So I want all up in that.
Duragon. Underneath the rubble, you can see a single long, naked tail sticking out.
Naked tail.
Like a rat tail?
Like a rat tail.
Ah.
It's time to vine whip some motherfucker. I'm gonna try vine whip this tail.
All right, roll an attack.
You harass a poor rat that hasn't even...
At this point, I'm suspicious of all of them.
You have advantage.
My ability to hit.
It's a crit. It's the only thing you've hit. It's a single rat. How do you want to fucking do this?
I slash it and
Holds its
splat.
spinal column out by its tail.
Final Destination's the crap out of it.
Yeah, that just wraps around it and squish, and blood just flies everywhere.
Yeah, you manage to fully cinch this thorn whip down and rip off its tail at the base, and it just bleeds out, and you hear a faint as it dies.
I finally hit something, guys. It's amazing.
All right.
Proud of you.
Erasing recent memory.
So this weird dragon keyhole that will either be really locked or shoot fire at me.
I'm gonna move out of the way. I'm Scott Bjaukensid.
Julio, maybe it might be beneficial to check the other room and see if there may be the key.
It is locked. I never said that, but it is locked.
Well, I mean, it's got a keyhole. I mean, I imagine that it's locked.
But
Yes.
that probably won't stop him.
That doesn't stop Julio.
That's
Or at
very
least
true.
Potentially
However,
it doesn't.
I don't want to lose.
I guess
my
I'm
rogue
going to
yet.
try to pick it. So another dex check with a +2 on top of it.
You can just roll a d20 plus 5.
That's also an opportunity. Or you can program it into your skills.
That too.
But unfortunately, no. You make absolutely no progress.
I look back at Vic and I'm like, yeah, you're right. It probably needs a very specific key.
All right.
I can't
So
get my picks down the dragon throat far enough. We should probably go find the key.
I just didn't want the lock to kill you.
Okay. Give me one moment.
It's not that I'm a bad rogue. The lock was too far down the dragon's throat. Remember that.
I believe in your capabilities, which is why I value your life.
All right. In front of you, you guys see an empty hallway. One moment, real quick. I need to double check something. An empty hallway. It's dilapidated as it was. You see one door to the north here and one door to the south. And then one door at the end of the hall.
Aragon.
To be clear, where is the door we see to the south?
It is right
Okay,
there.
I see it now.
Hey, Aragon.
Yes.
Do you
Can I
happen
help
to
you?
have any of those sweet heals?
I do have one left. I was hoping to save it for when someone's a little more on,
I have
let's say,
3
death's
hit
door.
points.
Oh, I see.
I am quite close to death's door.
Have you considered initiating your self-repair priority?
Unfortunately, that add-on has not been installed yet.
Ah,
I can only
Alright,
run it
here
while
you
in
go.
sleep mode.
It was not
Thank you.
usually as good as it could be, but
I
I hope you feel
appreciate
better.
whatever you... I do. I appreciate what you are willing to give me.
Alright, well, that's my spells for today.
I
all
will
right.
I will repay you in just.
This door to the south. Do I hear anything cool going on the other side of it?
The door to the south?
Yes.
Roll me a perception.
Seems to have
I know
gotten.
you don't hear anything.
All right. So clearly nothing on there. I go to the north. Do the same.
Roll me another perception. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Very silent on
Absolutely.
either of those, and I check the last one just to be sure.
Roll me another one.
Come on, number 6, come on.
All right.
Behind the door, you
Not the
hear.
difference he wanted.
Why? Carcarix, why? Nothing else.
Behind that last one.
Yes.
Okay.
I give the sign to my companions that I hear something behind that door. But those other ones, there's nothing behind those. I'm sure of it.
What did you hear?
I hold up my finger to my beak because I don't want the other people to hear that we're on the other side of this door. Robot friend.
Ah, yes. My apologies. Volume down.
There's a sad person on the other side of this door.
Sounds like a trap.
As quiet as I can get with that voice, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry. That just killed
I don't
me.
even know if that came across. I said
Vic.
sounds like a trap in case.
Vic, I'm giving you inspiration for that.
I didn't. Thank you so much.
Does the door open if I push on it slightly?
The door is not locked. No.
Okay, I'm going to crack it a little bit, as quietly as I can.
Okay. You can see. Give me just a moment to polygon reveal this. That. And a much louder. Why would they take him? Oh no, Kykerix, I miss you so much.
I open it a little bit more. And kind of peek around the door.
Fuck. Let me cancel that. Oh well, never mind. It's fine. That's what you see now.
So I now see most of a room, but I don't see anyone
You're
in
gonna
it.
peek around the door, you said?
Yes.
Do. Whatever will I do? They took him. They took my best friend.
Is there a way that I can like stealthily move to like here?
There's nothing for cover there. Let me double
Right,
check real
but I
quick.
mean, like if I just quietly like tiptoe this direction, and hopefully whoever's crying isn't looking this way.
High knees and pinch fingers.
Yeah. Down here, you see a little kobold just weeping into his hands. He's green. He looks really sad.
Oh.
Um,
Why would they take him so much? He does not react to your entry at all. You don't even need to roll stealth.
Is
he speaking in a language we can understand?
Right, is this...
Yeah, he's speaking in common for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, God. Whatever will I do? I have to get him back. Oh, no.
I'm gonna work my way like right up to him and be like, who?
Looking around, let me give the room description, then we'll get to this glorious character. Crudely executed symbols and glyphs, scribed in bright green dye, decorate this large and irregularly shaped crumbling chamber. A large pit in the center of the room shows evidence of a recent fire. A metallic cage in the middle of the southern wall contains a gaping hole and stands empty. A small wooden bench, draped with green cloth, is next to the cage, and several small objects rest on it. A bedroll lies near the wooden bench, and the sound of whimpering is coming from inside it. So he is just hiding underneath this wooden bench with a blanket on top of it, crying in his little pillow fort. All right, and he just, at the sound of your who, how loud are you being? Is it just like, is it like a polite who? Is
like
it
a polite who?
He just keeps on crying, and he's oh, why? I miss him so much.
I'd like to essentially walk very loudly and metallically across this floor. Essentially very clanky as I step up towards him, and I was like,
Hello, you appear to be leaking.
Oh God, please don't hurt me.
I am not interested in causing you pain as long as you have the same intentions.
You are not a goblin. You are something else?
I'm a kobold. My name's Meepo. Are you guys... Please don't kill me. You guys aren't going to kill all my friends, are you?
Are your friends going to kill
goblins?
I mean, this is a home. We really don't want you to.
Well, I mean, are your friends goblins?
No, they're kobolds, but they won't like you being here.
Well, we're here for goblins. Well, actually, that's not true. We're here for some kids. Have you seen some kids and a paladin, and maybe some fruit? Do you know about the fruit?
I know about the fruit. Yes. Some kids and a paladin came through about a week ago. They liked Calcrix, but then the goblins came and they stole Calcrix.
So it seems you don't like these goblins much either.
Absolutely not. Do you guys have a problem with the goblins?
We sure as hell do.
If they have the people we're looking for, yes.
So like, do you guys think that if you go down there, you could get Calcrix back?
Yes.
I don't know what a Calcrix is. Can you be more specific?
I don't know who Calcrix is. I'm Scott Meowkinson.
I also think
he's the clan's dragon. The goblins stole Calcrix, our dragon.
Interesting.
Some goblins stole your dragon?
Yes.
It seems like we and your people have a common goal. If you could speak to your friends to make sure that they help us rather than hurt us, we may be able to get your friend back.
I can take you to meet Eustrail. She's our leader. If you make nice, you might get safe passage, but if you promise to make nice. If you promise to rescue Dragon, Eustrail maybe make nice to you. Answer questions.
I have no problem with nice.
Awesome! Let's go, guys! Okay, give me a moment. I'll tell you where our leader is, and we will go see her. Okay, one moment.
Julio, it may interest us to try to see if they have the key, perhaps.
I'm hoping they have the key.
Does anyone here speak Draconic?
No.
Maybe? No, that is not
Nope.
one of my languages.
I was thinking
Okay.
about it too. Chose Infernal instead. I'm such a fool.
All right.
Nope. I've got Common, Primordial, and Sylvan.
I do have Goblin, which might come in handy.
Okay. Again, on the bench there is green dye, a paintbrush made of goblin hair bristles, and 4 tiny jade figurines of dragons worth around 15 GP each.
I'm not terribly interested in stealing from the kobolds quite yet.
Okay.
What war game they're playing? Are they playing like they doing like Warhammer or like War Machine? Or what are they playing with
It
those
looks probably like
figurines?
some very primitive chess.
I'll come back for
Not
them.
at all like an offering to the dragon that supposedly lives inside this cage.
No, not at all.
All right. Let me double check where he leads you guys.
Over there.
Over where? Okay. So yeah, he'll just lead you guys very simply. Well, let me go ahead and do the polygon reveal again. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. GM info overlay. Nope, that's not it either. Polygon reveal. Do. All right, so he is going to grab you guys. He's
Which
going
way do
to
we go, Bebo?
be going this way as soon as I can figure out how to pick him up again. There he is. So he leads you down this hallway, and he every few minutes he just goes, Wagadook, Wagadook, Wagadook.
Wakadook.
Is that should we
Wagadook.
also be Wagaduking? I don't understand.
Wagadook.
That's got the Alcathed.
That is
Wagadook.
Draconic. Do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
Or you
No.
guys just said no, right? My bad. Okay. Do you guys ask him?
Yeah.
If Ticklecorn and Draconic, we use it as a means of telling people things are safe, that our people with us are friendly.
Wakadook. 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 Wakadook.
Okay.
You
Give
got
me
me
just
PPPPs.
a moment. Oh. All right. Eastdwale. Youthdwale. I brought some friends. They said they'll help us get Calcrix back. And he goes and he sits in the corner. And this is room. Let me double check which room this is. Because there's descriptive text I should have been reading. This is room 19 and 21. Looks like. No? Yes, this is room 19 and 21. So he's led you down these dilapidated hallways. Oop. Into the Hall of Dragons. There is a double row of relief carved marble columns marching the length of this long, large hall. The worn carvings depict entwining dragons. You see a lot of kobolds in here. Oh, this is the dragon throne also. Oop. Sorry, I need a second. I've lost track of where we are.
Okay.
21 and 19. Okay, so I read the correct one to you. Oh, that's all over here this way. Over here, a short throne stands near the west wall. It is constructed of the fallen bits of masonry stacked against an old altar. On top of the throne altar sits a variety of small items. The portion of the altar that serves as the throne's back features a carving of a rearing dragon. A metallic key is held firmly in the dragon's open jaws. On the throne itself, you see who must be Eustrail, who's a rather elderly-looking kobold, and 2 elite kobold guards guarding her. And she says, "Welcome to my court. How can I help you?"
L- Lady Cobalt, Dragoness? Is that how do you do with
I
with
could never claim
titles?
the might of our ancestors. You may simply call me Queen Eustrail.
Queen Eustrail, then. We're adventurers. You may have noticed we are not like you. Um,
Very
we
clearly.
we're
Usually we kill all intruders. How can I? Meepo
well,
says that
we're
you
not
help.
intruding. We're visiting, specifically this side. We're looking for some goblins to kill, and we hear that you don't like the goblins.
We absolutely do not like the goblins. The dragon thieving goblins are servants of Balak. We hate them.
Well, we've been looking for them, and other than the dead ones we saw when we came in, I have a feeling that maybe they're behind the door that needs, and I point to the key above her head. That key.
This key. Well, give me just a fucking moment while I figure out what this key actually does.
I don't know if that's actually the key. I just know that it's the coolest key I've seen since I found a cool door.
Oh, it's a rad fucking key. It's really cool. Oh, one moment. I don't think there's a way down with that key. That key leads to the old hallway. But there could be a secret back door. It's remained locked for years. They could not know about it.
We're good at getting into back doors, you could say.
If perchance we could borrow that key and use it, we could maybe go do what we came here to do. And maybe also you lost a dragon recently?
The goblins stole our dragon. If you can return Calcrix to us, I shall grant you a reward. Meepo will accompany you, if
Well,
you desire.
We are keen on rewards, so I think we accept. And I look around to make sure that, in fact, the other three do accept.
I have no objections.
I will lend you the key, but I recommend you go... One moment. To the north, at the end of this hallway. That is the way we know to get to the goblins. But they are tricky. Perhaps beyond the great door of the ones who worshipped our ancestors, you will find a different path.
I want to try this different path.
So is this a yes to the key path, or are we heading north? I'm confused.
I want to go key path.
This key seems to open a different door. This is a different key than what we need for the dragon's head.
No, that is the key for the dragon's head.
Oh, it is.
Right.
Okay.
She says that in order to get to the goblins, we need to go north out of their room. And
she knows you can get to the goblins from the north. She doesn't know if you can get to them from the south.
But she knows of the back passage.
At least I think that's the path. Let me double check.
If the goblins don't know about the back passage, it may be best to go the back passage because they wouldn't be expecting us from that way.
Yeah, it won't be so many traps and things set up for us.
Remember, these kobolds aren't here to trick us either. They're against the goblins as well, so they have no reason to lie to us in this situation.
I want to turn to Meepo and ask, is there something you could give us so that we know when we find your dragon that we're friendly?
Well, he's coming with us. So arguably, he's going to tell the dragon we're friendly.
Oh,
well, Calcrix is basically my best friend. But I suppose I could give you a scale. Maybe that would help. He's a white dragon wormling. He's tiny now, but he's going to get big. And then we're going to take over Oakhurst.
very promising. I look
What-
forward to returning for when you try to do that. Anyways,
What's
we
the
should get going.
lifespan of a dragon again?
Fucking long time. Fucking
I'm
long
calculating out, like, when it's big enough to do that, are we talking like 50 years from now? 100 years from now?
With normal
I don't
maintenance,
know,
I am
Dwagon,
rated
though.
for at least 100,000
Dragons are the
miles.
holiest of creatures, and they are the most powerful in existence. And we're definitely going to kick all the goblins out of here whenever Calcarix gets big.
Your dreams are noble.
Thank you.
Well,
we're gonna own
your
the
dreams are
Sunless
definitely
Citadel.
dreams.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it.
Just do it. Do you guys want to take another break, or do you just want to play out the remaining 50 minutes?
We can play it out. I'm good.
I'm fine either way.
Me too.
Righty.
Let's keep it going.
Okay. Give me just a moment because I'm having some difficulties with things in general.
You're doing great, man. We're having a good time.
Hold up. No, that is not the way you want to go. That is not the way you want to go. Going north. My bad.
So not north.
Not north.
Okay.
The place she wants to go, if you look back over here, it is right. This is the way that she knows leads to the goblins. If you go back to the room where you guys picked up Meepo, I have highlighted a new hallway.
Yep.
And that is the way that she knows leads to the goblins. She doesn't know if the way down here does or not, but you guys are free to take the key and find out.
I am very curious about this key. So
Hell yeah.
unless the party has a burning need to immediately go the way that the kobolds know, I would like to try back route.
Okay.
I'm with you, Julio. I agree.
All right. You guys can
To
go
the
ahead.
dragon door.
All right. You guys
I'm
can go
gonna
ahead and make
ask
your way
Meepo
down there.
for the scale, and I'm gonna say, if we can't get in this way, we'll be back, and you can come with us to the
Oh, I'm
way
staying-
that you know the goblins are.
but okay. All right. I'll go back to crying. I'll walk with you guys for now. He walks with you awkwardly until he gets to where the dragon is missing, crawls back underneath his bench.
I'll try to pat him on the back and say, "It's okay. We're gonna find him. All right." One way or
I'm so
another.
happy. All right. So
Alright,
you guys put the key in.
Cool key in hand, I jam it down the dragon's throat, and be like, "Yeah, this is definitely better than my lockpicks last time." And I twist it around a bit.
You hear a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door that indicates the chamber beyond has been sealed for ages. Dust, long undisturbed, covers every surface, and what you see appears to be a large gallery. Oh, let me get that door in there. Yeah. A large gallery. The alcoves are on the north wall, and one is on the south wall. Each alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal with a fist-sized crystalline globe resting on it. The globes in the northern alcoves are cracked and dark, but the globe in the southern alcove glows with a soft blue light. Faint tinkling notes issue from it.
Well, doesn't that look cool?
Maybe we
Who
tread
said they had Arcana trained?
Me.
I also do.
I do have a decent modifier on my Arcana as well.
Alright, if I'm going to go and speak.
Stand by the other door. I'm Scott Bjelkenfid.
Let me go check this one.
1 second.
Yeah,
I gotta
go
read
check
something
the
real
northern
quick.
one, and I'll check the live one down here and see if anything weird. Nothing crazy happens when
Julio, as
Blippi
you
runs across the room, right?
As you step there, Julio, you hear brooding music. See if there's a better brooding music. Nope.
Okay, I'm going to inspect this cracked black orb.
The black orb.
I think if you want brooding music, you want this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some. Yeah.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Julio.
A low number.
You are only able to take the dash action as you feel an inexorable need to run all the way back here.
Oop.
And once you get there, you can go ahead and make your way back. But you sprint all the way back to, this room here.
Oh. I'm like, I get about here, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ah!
Exactly. You scream
Julio.
back to this room.
Interesting.
And after about a minute, you can come back.
And I peek my head around the door. I'm like, did it explode?
The music is only audible from 5 feet away.
For a moment I felt like it was gonna explode.
Alright, maybe I should give this a little check then.
That's funny. I thought he was an owl and not a chicken.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you step into that square, Duragon.
Damn.
Okay.
You also
11.
feel the need to dash back to the entrance area.
My
Okay.
wisdom save isn't so good. And I don't have Arcana trained anyway.
So after a minute, you're able to come back.
So can it
Well,
be
that was
avoided by like walking about this far away from
It's
it?
literally 5 feet from the lit globe. Like if as long as you step here,
I'm going to
here,
give it a
or
wide berth.
here.
I'm gonna just across the center of the room. Just
Oh wait, 1 second. Never mind. No, you can all hear it. So everyone roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Every time you enter the room, roll a wisdom save. All right,
20.
Vic, you do not feel the need to run away. Jay, you feel the need to run away. Julio, you do not feel the need to run away. Bleppy, you need to feel the need to run away, and you scream.
something
I've got
scaredy
nuggets
cat
in.
question mark.
What did you say, Will? I didn't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
Vic, you have strong metal arms. Can you please remove that orb from its pedestal?
Okay.
I
You sure can try.
So I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna stand right here. And I'm gonna reach my hand out. And is
Okay.
the orb floating or is it just sitting on the pedestal?
It is sitting on the pedestal.
Okay, so it's just sitting. It's not like hovering or anything. Okay. I'm gonna just put my hand on the top of the orb.
The music
touch it.
the music increases to a almost deafening sound. I need everyone in the room to still make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Like an allspark, I need you to shove it in your chest. As I run away screaming.
Did
I'm
you roll
afraid
another
I
wisdom
can't do
save?
that.
Yeah,
I did.
You can't
I rolled
do
a
that. You can only
17.
take the dash action back to room 3, but the music is still echoing loudly.
So I rolled a 17. Do I need to run too?
Yes, you need to run.
Oh wow. 17 didn't do it.
Damn.
Damn. Let's not
So
touch
with
that.
with the orb in hand, you come all the way out here to the rest of us.
Well, I just put my hand on it. I don't think I carried it
Yeah.
at that point.
I'm going to
I can
say
only
that one of
dash.
you is filled with fear and you slam this bottom door shut, and that's it. You guys can still faintly hear the music, but it seems to have lost its compelling magical effect on you.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm
I
going
look around
to
and I'm
put
like-
my fingers in my ears and then
I'll
Go
be like,
back in.
wait. Before we go at this one last go round, clearly magic is at work here. Do we have a magical solution to this problem?
I mean we could try to
Spell
vine
magic
whip
is
it.
a third level spell.
I I look at the
See
only
what I've
person
got.
the two people in the party who can actually cast spells.
I don't have anything that helps. I mean,
I could.
we could try to I could shoot
I
at
want
it
to take
with a
like a bit of
fireball,
clothing,
firebolt, but
just like some cloth scraps from my actual clothes, from my regular clothes that are in my pack, and I want to cut off a couple of strips and wad them up into balls and stick them in my ears.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to do that with my fingers, but yes, same concept. I mean, did we even try to open the door on the other side?
problem is this music actually being heard with our ears, or is it because it's magic? It's
Right.
just
One
being
way to find out.
transported
I don't
into
know.
our
It's got
conscience.
Right. Let's try this again. Let's stay as far away from the orb as we can.
Uninstalling audio drivers.
One moment. Give me one thing.
No microphone input detected.
So when we go through the door, head north to the 3 broken orbs and cut across the room.
We still gotta roll
Whenever
when we
you
enter
guys
the
go
room, right?
back inside, it has the crescendo is still going. Who has protected ears?
I do. I've got my
Always at
fingers
this
in
point,
there.
I should hope.
We all did something to plug ourselves.
Okay. You guys can still hear it. I would go ahead and say make your saving throw with advantage. Vic,
20,
you
let's
make
go.
this save. No one else does. Yeah, no one else made the save. So Vic doesn't feel the need to run, but the rest of you are in a panicked state as you dash back to this area.
Did mine roll twice or just once?
Yours only rolled once.
I saw a 7. Do you have advantage on those?
I mean, I also had my fingers in my ear.
Oh yeah, roll again.
Right,
Then.
so you're rolling with advantage. Yeah.
Unfortunately not. Did any of you have any candles?
I mean,
I'm probably still holding. Actually, no. I was holding a torch in one hand.
yeah, I've got like
So I guess
candle
I got-
wax and stuff like that.
If you guys went ahead and added candle wax to your earplugs, I would go ahead and give you all the deafened condition, but you wouldn't be subject to hearing the music.
Oh, do that.
Okay.
I'm like, clearly we're not plugging our ears hard enough.
Sorry, that's not what I meant to do.
I didn't know how to balance that. I don't know. Maybe I'm being silly.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
fine.
you guys do that. You enter the room. You're all deafened, so you can't hear anything anyone else is saying.
Right. Now we're just kind of like hand signing.
Yes.
Can I try turn this thing off?
It doesn't appear to have an off switch. You can go ahead and make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okay. 14.
You can't determine any way it would to turn it off, but it does appear fragile.
I will pick it up and take it out into the next room.
It is still screeching with music.
I'm going to throw it and then go back into the room.
Okay, roll me an attack. No,
Just any.
a strength attack.
Okay.
Just a second.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So as you throw it into the wall, and it shatters against the wall. It is fully. The light goes out. The glass is shattered across the floor. Nothing else. Is
there anything cool that comes out of it, or it's just glass?
The sound stops coming out of it.
Okay, that's good. I'll come back into the room and take my earplugs out. And just start walking around waving at everyone, showing that my ears are empty.
I'm
I'll
gonna
pop
go
mine out.
next to Dragon and I'm gonna yell at him with my hands cupped together. Hey, can I take my earplugs out now?
I'm just gonna run away.
I'll nod. Taking mine out.
Reinstalling audio drivers.
All right. Yeah, there seems to be nothing of significance about the 3 black orbs that are at the top.
I
Looks
assume
like
they also used to do something until they broke.
This has been sealed for a very long time. The magic
Right.
could have simply ran out. All right, let me go ahead and reveal the next area. The air is stale in this 20-foot long corridor, which leads to another closed stone door.
As Blippi starts moving across, I'm just kind of like,
I need. What are you guys doing?
Well, it's
Well,
as
Bleppy,
as
you're
all
there.
over the place.
as
Bleppy.
yeah as my cat friend starts wandering down the hallway, I just kind of like hold up my finger. I'm like, wait a minute. And then he's already like 10 feet down the hall. So whatever happens at that point.
Okay.
When I see probably the blood splatter, then I want to stop and make a perception check.
Okay. Roll me a perception or investigation. It just seems like an old blood splatter. You're not sure. Anyone who would like to roll perception or investigation may do so.
19.
Vic,
Tell me about
from
the
that
blood.
point in the hallway onwards, you see a bunch of riddled holes for about 10 feet for the next 10 feet. And they look unmistakably to you like arrow shafts pointing at the floor.
You
The
see.
floor.
Like
Yeah, from the
arrows.
ceiling.
You can also see that on the bottom of the floor there are. It's very obviously a pressure plate. It's raised a little bit. You don't know how sensitive it is, but the next 10 feet of the hallway, this right here. Oh, fucking hell. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? No. Okay, I don't know why that happened. It does it again. What the fuck? Select move. Draw shape. Draw shape. What the fuck is going on in my Roll20? Oh, that's what's going on. One sec. Objects and tokens. For some reason, every time I click on... I'm going to refresh Roll20 for me. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
But essentially, the 10 feet in front of you is all one big pressure plate.
Okay.
Well, I got a 20 strength. I'll jump to the other side of it.
Okay, you can do so.
I will fly to the other side of it, and then before my other 2 companions go to cross it, I'll be like, "Wait a minute. Let me see if I can break this before it tries to break you."
Okay,
then I'll
give me one moment.
poke at the pressure plate with my thieves' tools a bit. Whenever you're ready.
It looks like you'll need to wedge something underneath this pressure plate to keep it from going down.
Right. I've got a backpack full of tools for that. I've got like little pittons or something I can wedge under there. And
with the combination of either a piton or an iron spike and your thieves' tools, I need you to roll me a thieves' tools check.
Ouch.
I think I'm doing great. Or not. I don't know. Maybe it's too old.
What are
You
are
aren't
all
able
tool
to jam
checks?
it,
Are all
but-
tool checks based on dex skill?
Yes.
Not all of them,
Okay.
but this particular instance is me trying to like jam something underneath in a dexterous way.
Okay, because I have I have carpenter's tools, so I probably have like some kind of
It would have to
wedge
be,
kind of tool.
given the nature of disarming this trap, I would allow you to use either smith's tools, tinker's tools,
I have
wood
both of
carver's
those.
tools if you were doing it with wood. But
Okay.
yeah.
I have smith's and tinker's tools and thieves' tools.
And
I have 4
carpenter's
different
tools.
sets. Yeah, I'm an artificer.
If you want to go ahead and roll one of those.
Okay, so that's just like a dex plus my modifier.
Yeah, plus your proficiency modifier.
Well, which tools are you using specifically?
I'll use the smith's tools.
That is actually a strength check.
Okay, I'll use a not that then.
You probably want to use Tinker. I think those are int.
Tinkers are intelligence.
Let's use tinkers then in that case. So I would just in the Roll20, I would just roll that with the plus. I would just hit the plus button on my intelligence thing.
Yeah, just roll your intelligence, add 2 to it for your modifier.
Cool.
12.
So 12.
You also trigger the
Okay.
trap. A few arrows fly down in front of you.
Okay. But they don't hit.
They don't hit you, no.
Thank goodness.
I'm kind of curious now. And I'll be like, all right, stay there for a second. And I just take my short sword or the short bow and just kind of use it as like a poking stick and just pop the pressure plate like a couple of times. I want to see if this trap runs out of arrows.
It doesn't run out of arrows, but in the process of doing that, you manage to pry it up.
Okay.
It is now effectively deactivated. What were you doing, Jay? I didn't hear you.
I was gonna go pick up a rock and then also like bring it back and just put it on the pressure plate and wait for all the arrows to run out.
Actually, you managed to jam one of them up, Julio. He sets the rock down on this one over here. And after it initially fires, the pressure plate doesn't reset.
So that is
looks like the weight has to be
reset.
lifted off of it for it to reset.
It's not on a clock. Let's go.
Okay, so now that we've officially like locked down the pressure plate with some rocks and stuff, like it's not going to reset and shoot more arrows.
Let's find out.
It doesn't seem like that, yes. All right, are you guys going through the other door?
Yes.
I think so.
I'm going to point to my ears and point to the door, motioning to Julio. And
I will listen onto the other side, but I don't expect to hear anything because, well, this has been buried forever.
I could also go for it. Let's see.
All right. And let me just reveal this.
Oh, I got that 17 perception.
Here. There's a door there. Okay. Dust fills this hall like a layer of gray snow. In the rounded northern end of the chamber stands a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon carved from red-veined white marble. On the other side is a door with absolutely no handles, nothing visible. You just see a small seam outlining what is obviously a door. Above the dragon sculpture... go ahead. What are you guys doing?
Taking it in at the moment.
Okay.
So what does that dragon sculpture have?
Doesn't have anything. Just has a small...
Is the room lit by this fire?
Yes, it is lit by the fire.
Okay.
So this fire is just already going. Interesting.
Magical
Is
fire.
going despite the amount of dust.
Yeah, what's up
well,
with this
either
dragon
magical fire or some kind of like infinite oil drip or something.
As you set foot there, the dragon sculpture speaks. And in common it says, "We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?"
Is the answer stars?
Sounds like
Your
stars.
answer is correct.
Nice.
As this hallway opens. And inside, those of you with dark vision see... At least I think those of you with dark visions, it might be a couple of people.
I think everybody but Vic has dark vision.
Oh, sorry.
I'm holding the stick that's lit.
Yeah.
I've got the yield glow stick happening.
It's got like a little headband with a glow stick sticking up out of it.
I got a torch that's just kind of tied around me in pieces, and it's just all lit up.
All right. Inside this hallway, dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the walls, 3 to the north and 3 to the south. Each alcove, except the southwest one, holds a humanoid figure carved of red-veined white marble. The figures resemble very tall elves in plate armor. A stone archway at the end of the hall opens into a wide room from which greenish light glows. A dark pit is situated before the hallway.
Let's
Did anything happen when they walked in front of those Forms, statues,
Uh,
things.
you notice that at our Duragon and everyone else notices that the dust at this statue is extremely messed up. It looks like it's seeing a lot of traffic.
That traffic usually says secret passage to me, so I'm gonna go
Or-
take a poke and see if it's mobile or if there's like a bit of it that can be leveraged.
Make a survival check for me, or a nature check.
Survival it is.
Okay. Looks like claw marks. Looks like little tiny itty bitty feet. Claw works.
Like goblin feet
Mm,
and claws.
What exactly?
goblins
did you
don't have
say-
claws for toes, so
What exactly did you say this was here?
That just looks like a floor right now, I think.
Is that just a floor, or is that anything specific?
As you guys are inspecting the pit, it is a pit full of spikes. Is it not revealed?
No,
No,
I
it is
see
real.
I just couldn't tell. I just couldn't
Yeah.
tell if it was like a fancy carpet
I
or
thought
if
we were
it was
supposed
a
to be able
pit
to
of
see that
spikes.
yet.
Oh, I thought we were. My bad. Let me double check.
Wherever I see claws on this thing or claw marks, I'm going to start touching those areas of the statue.
Yeah, it's just a very open. It's about a 10 feet deep pit. Its bottom is filled with spikes.
Right.
And
so it's a
is
very
close-
intentional pit.
Yes. And whenever you guys step up to investigate it, you get Julio. I'm sorry, you get attacked by a little demon motherfucker. You find him.
I screech at him
Yes, you do so.
like
And he
little
will-
owl screeches.
He probably screeches back.
He's
Probably.
going to claw you twice. He
I
goes,
was like, if he speaks infernal, I might understand it.
he got
that
a
misses.
13 to hit. Does a 13 hit you?
Oh, hold on.
He
No,
was
13 does not.
Okay. He goes, "How dare you! How dare you!"
Oh,
I
hello.
screech back. I dare because I'm an adventurer.
All right. What's everyone's let's go ahead and roll initiative.
yeah.
All right, get your tracker up there before we roll.
Awesome.
And then go ahead and clear us
It is
real
up.
quick.
You said alt click?
Alt double click will bring up the character
Okay.
sheet associated with a token.
All right. Is everyone's initiative in? God,
Maybe?
you guys have rolled. Now they are.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to sort this in descending order. Julio, you go first.
Julio had a
Oh,
5.
Julio got a 5. This is
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot to clear it last time, it looks like. Let's see. You got a 5. Bleppy got a 1 or a 3. Duragon got a... What did Duragon get? Duragon, I
did
need
not
you to
roll.
need you to roll initiative.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 3.
Oh, it says
Yeah,
Jay.
he did.
My bad.
Oh.
Jay got a 3. And Vic got a 16. All right, that looks accurate. Vic, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot firebolt at it,
All right, roll the hit.
but I'm also gonna yell an infernal.
You did this to yourself.
Hit it with a 24.
All right, roll damage.
6.
At this Quasit screams, "You have broken the binding! My watch over the dragon priest is over!" And it uses, and that's it. What do you do?
Oh, it's done.
What's your next? What's the rest of your turn going to be?
Oh, that's it. That's all I've got.
It turns invisible,
Great.
and nothing else happens.
Okay. It said
That
something
makes it my
about.
turn.
Oh, sorry. Before we.
It said something about a dragon priest.
I say to
Uh,
the group.
So this this floor is relatively dusty.
Point of order. If it moves to that location, it's gonna trigger my polearm mastery.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll an opportunity attack. Do you have to be able to see it?
No, but that'll be with disadvantage because it's invisible.
Okay, then
Right.
by that same logic, you all would also get attacks of opportunity at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Julio and Duragon, if you would wish to take them.
Sure. I will swing upon it with my short sword at disadvantage.
An 8 does not hit, and nor does a 7. What about you, Bleppy? What are you rolling?
It looks
19
like
does hit it.
That's 11 piercing.
So, like, as it's here, it moves back into the visible layer, and it's just fucking dead.
Right. Like, we heard it towards our cat friend who immediately kills it.
Can I just like pounce on it and bite it?
Sure, absolutely.
Something, his watch has ended.
Yeah, so
So it said something about its watch has ended, and it said something about a dragon priest. I don't know if this is something we wanted to kill, but I don't think we had a choice otherwise.
I point across the way to where the sarcophagus is in the glowing room. And I'm like, I'm willing to bet that that's what he was watching.
Seems like a good bet.
I have no reason to believe otherwise.
I'm gonna keep playing around with this statue, like touching where I can see the claw marks and so on, and yeah.
Go ahead and roll me another perception check at advantage, since that's what you've been doing this whole time.
Okay.
You don't see
15?
anything of note.
can I investigate this space and see if I can figure out why it might be empty compared to the rest of them?
Sure. How do you investigate it?
I'll just roll an investigation while I'm searching the walls and floor.
Well, I mean, how are you searching the walls and floor? Are you looking at it? Are you
So
patting it down?
I'm feeling around at it.
Okay, you're feeling around, and as you get to the very back of this hall, it just pushes inward, and it is a
Interesting.
secret
Okay.
room,
Secret tunnel.
secret tunnel through the mountains, secret tunnel. God damn it! I don't want polygon. I want reveal areas.
Are we still in initiative, by the way, or am I allowed to move freely?
You're able to move freely.
Okay.
And inside this, the southern wall is cleared of dust, and there seems to be draconic runes.
Which none of us read.
You guys are all searching this room?
I assume that it's a tunnel that leads somewhere, so I'm following after them.
Okay. So no one's searching this room.
It is a hallway with runes.
Yeah, I guess I would be keeping my.
Well, this one is a
my
room.
eyes
The hallway's
open
at the end.
while I'm moving.
All right, roll me a perception check again.
Sure. Ooh,
The investigation will actually get it. I'll let that
Okay.
work as well. There's
Okay,
a
I would have rolled that, so that's fine.
trap door.
In the floor?
Yes.
Where?
Dead center of the room, right where you are. I'll go ahead and put it in this bottom corner here. Give me 1 second. Objects and tokens. Draw shape. Ooh, it's right there.
Okay.
Oof, close.
Right before like Bleppy steps on it, I'm like, wait! There's a trap there. Don't step there.
To be fair, I would probably be probing the floor with my 10-foot pole.
Yeah. It opens upwards. I made a mistake. But you inside that area, you see a tunnel that leads to the west.
Is there a
I wasn't supposed to
tunnel?
reveal that yet.
Oh, so this isn't a hallway.
No, it is a hallway. It's a hallway, and then there's a tunnel directly underneath the hallway.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Well, that's extra weird.
Interesting.
Hmm.
That's born out of my mistake. It's just a double hallway for no reason.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. But
Who
before
knows why
people
dragon
leave, just-
cults design things the way they do?
Yeah, just keep poking the ground with that stick. Make sure we
As
don't
your
step on
stick
it.
hits the wall, it opens into the primary chamber.
Okay, let's
Violet.
Let us maybe approach this with caution. Dragon
Yeah,
Priest
switch to my
doesn't sound like
shields here.
something we want to wake up.
All right. Violet marble tiles cover the floor and walls, though all are either cracked or broken, revealing rough-hewn stone beneath. Sconces are attached to the walls at each corner. One holds a torch that burns with greenish fire. A marble sarcophagus, easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's corner. The coffin is carved with draconic imagery, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's head. Rusting iron clasps firmly lock down the lid.
Perhaps it would be smart to keep that dragon scale out.
The artificer in the party actually recognizes the torch in the room as a continual flame spell.
Noted.
All right, so I mean, is this a box we want to pop? Full disclosure, I want to pop this box.
I think we
I
should
do
use
too.
more finesse.
Yeah, let's search the room.
I think maybe if there is something inside of this, maybe we throw it into that spike pit. You know, maybe someone who's strong is at the ready to grapple whatever might come out.
If anything
Yeah?
comes out of there, I'm gonna hit it in the face. I'm Scott Meowkinson.
Okay. But you know, those spikes are awfully tempting.
A bunch of like iron clamps are holding this thing, like the lid onto this thing.
Yep, iron clasps are firmly locking it down.
Skillfully, I'm going to begin prying those off.
Okay, I need a strength check.
I will not be doing that, but I have a crowbar, which will give me advantage to doing that poorly.
You want to
Does the
give me
crowbar
the
give you
crowbar?
advantage or a +5 to the roll?
Crowbars give advantage.
Okay.
Which is functionally equivalent, according to the law of averages, of having a +5.
Yeah, it's
That's
roughly the same thing. I will
then.
loan a crowbar to a much stronger party member.
Okay, I guess I'll do it, except I don't want to get cursed. I'm Scott Meowkinson.
Okay. All right, so roll me a strength check with advantage, Scott Meowkinson. You are able to pop the first one rather easily.
Okay. How many are there?
There are 6. With making the check, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're able to just get all of them.
Okay.
All right. Now, who wants to open up the sarcophagus?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Julio, I'll let you do the honors.
No, thank you.
Bunch of scaredy cats. I'll pop this.
Make me a strength check if they give you the
Oh Jesus!
crowbar at advantage.
Yeah, I'll crowbar it up.
There you go.
Fucking hell.
Hey.
So you pop it up,
Beast.
it slides off regularly,
I crit and get a 19 because I'm so weak.
and in this coffin is a troll. It's dressed in rotted finery, but its jewelry and rings are adorned with tiny silver dragons that still sparkle. The creature's body is shrunken and elongated like it's been starving inside the sarcophagus for a long while. Its flesh is a rubbery, putrid green. Its black hair is long, thick, and ropey, and then its beady black eyes flash open, snarling. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I'm gonna stay right where I was.
Let me get the turn order up first, though, please.
Oh,
It got deleted.
my bad.
Team, we made a poor choice.
All right. Now roll, please.
Well,
Alright, I got 7, so.
It was actually up.
Oh, my bad.
The only thing you
Oh.
really need to reset is any monsters that are on the list.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let's see. I'm in the GM info overlay. Why can I not? Oh, I'm not using select. There we go. Tokenware. Objects and tokens. What is this thing's name? There we
Yeah,
go.
you'll have to manually change mine to 7.
Will do. I'll let you keep the 9. And Bleppy, what was your initial one?
I changed it. It's an 8.
Okay. All right. Yeah, for this one time, I will give everyone advantage on initiative since I keep on fucking up. What did you guys? What happened? What fucking happened to it? Did I close it? No, it's still there. Okay. So what was everyone's higher roll?
I only rolled the
14.
once. I just
That
happened to
was
roll
my
it
higher
correctly.
roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, same.
I only rolled
that's
a 5.
fine. I'll just stick with my 9.
I think that one.
Yeah, that's the boss fight track.
Yes. All right. So Julio, you go first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna guess that shutting the lid is out of the question.
Oh yeah. I am sorry. You can try if you'd like.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna do 2 things. Thing 1, I'm gonna stab this troll.
All right. Roll me an attack.
Is the troll still prone? Because only the eyes are open.
Importantly,
it
you're
is currently
standing next
prone,
to it.
so you have advantage.
Oh,
Fucking give me that crit damage, boy. So what is that? 11 plus 6, 17 crit damage.
Yes.
Fucking nice. You rip into it and you stab for its heart,
I'm like, ah!
and you do a
Stab it.
significant amount of damage.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and my movement action to move
You don't
away.
get cunning action until level 2.
Oh, no? Oh, I'm not a good enough rogue yet. I'm still level 1. Shoot. I'm still here then.
All right.
If you have
So
a second
that's your
weapon,
turn.
though, you can bonus action to 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, I'll get that dagger in there, I guess.
All right. Let's see it. That misses,
With
unfortunately.
because it's still.
Oh, it's still prone. That's right. That hits. Roll damage.
So you won't get the modifier. It's only 4.
Okay. Still another 4 damage.
Yeah.
All right. And is that your turn?
Well, since fleeing is now no longer an option, yeah.
Alrighty.
It could flee if it makes an attack of opportunity with disadvantage, because it's still prone.
If it wants to use its reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be near this thing. It can take a swipe at me as I move away from it.
All right. It will take a opportunity attack at you. Let me double check one thing real quick. Okay. All right. It is taking a bite attack or a claw attack at you. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit, and it is
A 9 does not hit, thankfully.
Okay. All right. And then it is its turn. It had 9 HP last turn, and it regenerates, so it gets a little bit more. All right. This troll is going to take a claw at Darrigan. I'm saying your name wrong, aren't I? It's a 24 hit.
oh, yes, it does.
You take 13
Whoa.
damage.
Well, I'm dead. Well, not dead, but yeah, I'm out.
Okay, you're unconscious, and it moves forward. Half of its movement to stand up, and moves 10 feet forward towards Bleppy. And on to Duragon. I need you to roll death save.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1 this time, Jay.
All right.
Yeah,
that is
I really
one
hope
failure,
not.
Duragon. On to Vic.
I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Oh,
There's a display for it.
No.
I only
You
give
gain
myself
7 temporary
temporary
HP.
hit points.
Yay.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Um,
I thought False Life was a bonus action.
No,
It's
it's
one
an
action.
action.
It's a one action. I'd like to prepare a firebolt for when he attacks, or for when
Requires
this
an
ogre
action.
attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Never mind. In that case, no. Don't have anything else I can do.
Alrighty. On to Bleppy. I'm assuming I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm going to do. So, starting with the point of the spear. Oh, no.
Oh,
That's not
unfortunately, that misses.
That's the most hurty point.
good. Alright, well, I still got the half attack.
So you swipe at it initially, it moves back like a boxer, and then you swing around the back end of your spear and you catch it on its chin as it moves forward back in. Roll damage. That's a lot of fucking damage. Okay. It takes that much damage.
I'm going to move over here just so I'm not, like, in line of... Actually, you know what? I'm going to move all the way over here so that if it tries to move towards anyone else, I get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Actually, oh, shoot. As it moved towards me, it should have procced, what do you call it?
It started
Total
its
Mastery.
turn. It started its turn in your reach. It started 10 feet away from you. You were here.
The Yokolwa doesn't have 10-foot reach.
Oh, okay. Then I suppose it would have.
Get in one more stab.
Fuck. This
Yeah,
it's
it did not
just
get
not
it.
happening.
Alrighty. Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
On to Julio.
I will immediately just kind of stow the sword and pull out the crossbow and give it a shot.
Unfortunately, no.
That makes me sad inside.
Oof.
Anything with your bonus action? Or are you not?
Can I chuck a knife at it?
If you've got the crossbow in one hand and your dagger in the other, yes. But I believe that is at disadvantage because a dagger has a range of 20 feet, right? No, it's just in range.
Right, I should
That'll
be
hit.
close enough. Enjoy 4
So-
piercing damage, and because my ally is next to you, 4 sneak attack damage.
That was your offhand attack, so I actually just take 5 damage. You can still get sneak attack
Oh,
from it,
yes,
but you
yes.
don't add your
Sorry.
So, but 5 damage is enough to knock it prone again, as it seems to go insensate for a moment. But at the beginning of its turn, it regenerates, stands back up, and claws at Bleppy.
No.
Ooh, Bleppy.
Fuck.
God.
Oh,
So you take 14 slashing damage. All right.
we chose very poorly, team.
We'll use its movement to move down here to Julio, the one who has done the most damage to it.
I don't want to be moved next to. I don't like it.
On to Durgon. I need another death save.
I'm not a high enough rogue
Yay!
to have
That is-
the cool powers.
That is a success. On to Vic.
Like,
All right, I'm gonna cast firebolt at it. 16.
Hits.
2 damage. 2 fire damage. Jeez.
All right. As the fire sinks against it, you see the skin cells try to heal back, but they're stopped by the burn and the exposure to fire. Next up, anything with your bonus action?
I don't have anything I can do. No.
Okay.
That'll do it for me.
On to Bleppy. Roll me a death save. That is 1 success. Julio.
you know what? Let's drop that crossbow and come up with a stab and short sword again.
That one misses, unfortunately.
And stab with a dagger, just to be sure.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay.
This is a whole lot of unfortunate.
Okay. That moves on to the troll dragon priest, who this time does not regenerate health at the beginning of its turn, and claws down at you.
Little
Julio.
tear just comes down my owl face, and I'm like, I didn't know.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
A 12 does not hit. Your small owl form just
Thank
barely
God.
ducks its claws as it digs into the stone behind you. All right. Durgon, I need another death save.
Here we go.
success.
Yay.
On to Vic.
Another firebolt. 18.
That hits. Roll me damage.
7 fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so I take a look over at my friends who are struggling and I try to wink, but then I remember I'm a robot and I don't have those facial muscles.
You just say wink.
Yeah, so I just go,
Wink.
I send an emoji your way. Telepathically or something, I don't know. And I conjure up this Kamehameha style firebolt. Not big enough, but I throw it over and it engulfs this monstrous creature, and slowly but surely, just as when you light steel wool, the fire slowly makes its way around the entire periphery of it, so does the skin dissolve away as the fire eats away at the outer epidermis of this decaying creature.
You catch fire. It goes up like a Roman candle and slowly falls down as epically as you described.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Alrighty.
I
Now-
immediately rush over here because I need to apply some medicine.
I believe Bleppy needs to make another death save.
Oh boy.
We are still in initiative.
That's 2 stabilization successes.
Alright, Julio, you go ahead.
This is just a medicine roll, right?
Yep, medicine roll DC 10 to add another success and stabilize. He is stabilized.
Yay, not dead.
Alright. That thing is dead. Durgon, you are stabilized. Vic, what are you doing?
I'm currently looking to see if I have anything that could be used to help, but I don't think I have anything that heals. Not even in my kits.
You can go make a medicine check.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
It would not hurt.
So I'll
There's
move
no
over.
downside to failing a medicine check
Yeah,
of this
I'll
kind.
move over to Bleppy, and I'll go ahead and try that.
Unfortunately, nothing happens. Bleppy, make another
The
death
problem
save.
is
Hopefully your final
Bleppy is a flesh and blood creature, and you're trying to do robot repairs.
The screwdriver doesn't seem to be working. Stop squirming.
Just fucking- okay. All right. So Bleppy, death save. Oh, you made it. So you are stabilized. Alrighty, and with that, we exit initiative, and I think we call it for the evening, don't we?
Yeah,
But
that would
we'll go ahead and
be a
do.
good spot.
We'll go ahead and do treasure before we do that.
Okay.
This dragon priest has an ornate ceremonial dagger worth 125 GP, 2 silver rings worth 15 GP each, and a silver amulet worth 15 GP. Scattered across the bottom of the sarcophagus are 220 silver pieces, 50 gold pieces, and 4 spell scrolls.
Are any of these spell scrolls the kind that heal people?
You'll have to find out.
That's
Who has
just Arcana
proficiency
roll?
in Arcana? Who has proficiency in Arcana?
I do.
Okay, then you would know. These seem to be a spell scroll for Command, Cure Wounds, Inflict Wounds, and Guiding Bolt.
Okay. We're gonna. So, quick check. Do we want a short rest here and just use like our hit die, our singular level 1 hit dice to heal?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to blow this like scroll of cure wounds?
I think we're going to need that in the future.
I'm going to let you guys know, you guys are in a sealed part of the dungeon. That has
We
been
are,
sealed.
which is why I'm comfortable saying we could take a rest here.
Yes.
We could even maybe take a long rest.
If you
We'll
guys
find
go
some dead
and lock
kids.
that door, as a DM, I will say you can safely take a long rest here. If you lock that door way over here.
I mean, it's not that far away from us. We could easily go back, and then we wouldn't. We could re-heal. Biggest thing, false life. So it just like lasts an hour. So I guess now that I'm done with it, it's just kind of done, right?
Yeah, it'll wear off after an hour.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I could definitely. To be fair, I could use the long rest, and then I could also hold that. I could hold the Cure Wounds scroll, so that way we have two people with who both have at least
Bingo.
one use of Cure Wounds for future incidents where one of them goes down.
Okay. Yeah. No. Let's do that.
Alrighty.
The other three skulls, I can hold one or all of them, whatever we want to do. But you know,
We'll
they're
we'll
scrolls.
we'll sort that out next time.
Right. Works.
All right.
So we're gonna lock ourselves in here and enjoy a long rest.
Yeah. So Lombard. Whoops! I've been so good this whole time. I'm sorry, I called my girlfriend by the wrong name. Okay.
You
Vic.
guys
Vic makes his
doing?
way to the door. He runs back real quick, and he goes and locks that door.
And I'm assuming you throw the corpse of the troll into the pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna sleep in it to provide warmth.
I'm not. No.
Excellent.
Do you know how much time it would take to preen that much blood and gore out of my feathers?
Well, it also doesn't have any skin anymore because I burnt it all off, so there's not even really anything that we could wrap ourselves in at that point.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Well, everyone, that's what we're going to call it for the night. We
All
are.
right.
Please join our Discord server. Please follow our socials, including Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We have other ones, I'm sure. And thank you for joining us tonight. Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Yeah.